everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Wiley Show. I am back and ready to get into this situation with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody across the country and the world is still scratching their head concerning this Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. But I want to say this. Thank you to all the producers that have been catching the replays that we've been showing and restreaming. The reason why we do that is because I be asleep, knocked out, because I'm on my medication, and I can't really get up during the day like I used to. So everybody is talking about Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, and what really happened between the two. So what I did, I had to do some research, and I had to go back to what Megan said during her live and listen to it verbatim. Now, when I went in her live that she did back in August, right? I was out of town during the time, so I really didn't get a chance to really listen to the live and listen to it in verbatim. So let me see. So Megan Thee Stallion went live on IG. She went live on Instagram. And let me put all the pictures up there. Give me a sec. She went live on IG and she was talking about the situation, about what happened between her and Tory Lanez. And everybody wants to know what happened. And so when she went live, she was really like upset about the entire situation. And she was saying that, yes, he shot me. Tory Lanez shot me. And she was saying something up. She said, it wasn't because of no Kylie. It wasn't because of any of that. We wasn't even around Kylie's house when it happened. We was 5 minutes away from where I was staying at. And she said one of the neighbors called the police. Then the police showed up. A lot of police cars was on the scene, plus a helicopter was on the scene. And she said the reason why she didn't cooperate with the police, even though she said Tory Lanez shot her for no reason at home, she was trying to walk away and he shot her for no reason at all. And she kept saying, tell the world, why did you shot me? And she was like, the reason why she didn't cooperate with the police, because this was during the spirit of George Floyd. This was like really, really heavy with police taking out black folks. And even without that, you're still black and you're around a group of black people in a car and you're in a predominantly white neighborhood. That's equal to disaster. And it's a gun in the car. So she was saying the reason why she didn't cooperate, it's a gun in the car. If I tell the police, hey, it's a gun in the car, and all of these people there, I would have been shot, and pretty much everybody in the car would have been shot. So she was really giving a good point, and I think people forgot to listen to what she was saying in that live. So I went back and I listened to it over and over and over and over and over, and I'm hearing the live that how she is describing the reason why she did not cooperate with the police at that time. Now, she said when she went to the hospital, the police officer was being very mean and nasty to her, and that it was just terrible. It was a terrible experience as a black woman going through this situation. Probably the police didn't even know who she was. So she was saying that, and she said another reason why she did not tell on Tory Lanez, it was to protect him and others that was in that vehicle because she did not want the police to shoot or kill any of them. But if you say you got a gun in the car, that could have ended up very nasty. And she understands. If you look at the black people that have been killed, even with those that had their gun license had lost their life. So we all know the experience that we are in. So I'm like, well, maybe Megan is telling the truth, and maybe she's right. The reason why she don't want to cooperate, she didn't want Tory Lanez to lose his life. That's typical of a black woman. Even when the black men have done them wrong, they still don't want the police to take them out. They still will shelter you. And this is why we should stand with black women. And also, too, when we report, even myself, I'm talking about me, right? When I report on something, let me go back and hear what did she say out of her mouth. So when I went back on that live and I heard what she said, that she didn't go to jail, but the rest of them went to jail. And I believe she's talking about that was Kelsey, her friend Kelsey, Tory Lanez, and the security went to jail. I believe that's what she said. That's what she said in the live. And she did not go to jail. So we did see the bloody footprints. We know that something did happen and that she did get shot. And the reason why she did not want to cooperate with the police is she didn't want nothing bad to happen with Tory Lanez. Now, it's something going on. Let me go to the neighborhood talk, because on the neighborhood talk, they got something going on. I'm just going to read. I don't feel like showing y'all these receipts. Y'all just go to these pages yourself. I'm going to just read it to y'all. I don't feel like clicking and licking and clicking and clicking. Clicking and clicking and clicking and all that type of stuff. Where are we at? I want to read that to you all of what actually happened. Bear with me, family. Okay. Well, pretty much right here, Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion lied. This is what they said. Tory said Megan lied to her best friend Kelsey about them doing things, mentioned their mother's death, and revealed that they were flying to see each other. So that's what he said in the record. So of course, I listened to his song. He was saying a lot of stuff in his song. And that's what everybody was saying. It was a lot of messages in the song. That was one message. Then they said Tory Lanez mentions that Megan Thee Stallion situation in a recent song, how you get shot in your foot and misses bones and tendons. It is a reason that he can't miss bones and tendons. Tory Lanez not a doctor, so that to me goes out the window of him trying to bring that up. Tory Lanez have a message for people coming at him, and then he wrote another song and he responded to the people, pretty much dragging people that was coming at him, dragging them. Then they said Tory Lanez said Megan Thee Stallion was his B, accuses her of lying on her affidavit and says she still loves and thinks about her. And that's what he said in the song. And of course, reason why he's saying these things, this is stuff that people want to hear to consume his music. So it's genius on his part, but we do stay up with Megan Thee Stallion because she is still a victim in this situation. This is another piece. Tory Lanez gives some details about what happened at Kylie's house amidst to having a crush on Kylie and alleged that Megan was mad. Of course, that was, see what he's doing, and it's very genius. Give me a second. You know what he's doing? He's repeating everything people are saying in these blogs, and he put it in music. I think it's genius. Everything that we've been saying as a rumor and everything like that, they are literally putting it in music. Everybody he's attacking so they can respond to him. He even got Dream Doll. Dream Doll responded to him. This is what Dream Doll said. You've been a dub since you came for me the first time. Sadly, you could try and diss me again this time for not having a hit, but yet my biggest record was exposing your corny A. To this day, always coming for females, but keep digging your hole, Daystar Peterson, you effing lame. Man up and go online, P word. You know the vibes, and you know the vibes. Binging head at Tory Lanez, and that is where then Tory Lanez must have sent her this in a DM. Say, I know we don't talk to each other anymore, but I want to let you know that I'm proud of you for taking your craft seriously and not stopping. I will not forget the first day I heard you spit on the tour bus, and I told you to do it for real. Don't expect the response back. Just wanted to let you know. Have a good day. And so that's where you go. So that he just literally everything that people responded to, he's put it in his music. Then he got right here. They said, okay, we read that. And then let's go to the Shade Room. Now the Shade Room has some things, and then we're gonna play what Asian Doll said. Now the Shade Room, I got that screenshot, and I'm just gonna just read it to you. Where is that? Okay, right here. This Megan Thee Stallion producer alleges that the authorities have matched the bullets from Tory Lanez's gun to the ones found in her foot. And they said this goofy A ninja said he ain't shoot her, and they are literally having to match the bullets from his gun to the ones in her foot. That is Megan Thee Stallion producer. Then so someone responded under that post on the Shade Room, and they said this: people saying Kelsey shot her, and then Tory Lanez said this, quotes, that's not true. Because that was another rumor. They said that Kelsey shot her, and Tory Lanez said it's not true. Well, if it's not it's not her best friend, that's between you and your security, and everybody, including Megan, is saying that it was Tory Lanez that shot. But now it's getting everybody is switching up, being distracted because he got music out. So now everybody is on Megan Thee Stallion's side because he got music out. Thank you. Okay. All right. This is like these people, they do stuff and he are literally making this into music. And it's genius because that stuff on SoundCloud got a lot of views. So let me play what Asian Doll has said. Let me see if I can bring up Asian Doll, because Asian Doll had a lot to say. Let's see if we can bring it up. Let me see what Asian Doll have to say. All right. See what Asian Doll had to say. So yeah, Asian Doll was addressed to in the situation. Let me see if this is it.
It's the fact that I know Megan didn't deserve to get shot.
All right, let me screen share that. Give me a second.
It's the simple fact that I know Megan didn't deserve to get the shot. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. She didn't deserve to get shot. Period. And that's just that. Like if you would have shot a bitch like me and my foot, like you would have been dead around this bitch. It wouldn't even be no diss song. Like it would be none of that shit. That's why I see why in the song that you put, oh, I respect you, but I don't know you. Yeah, you're gonna have to respect the bitch like me because I'm really on some gangster shit, like no cap. Niggas gonna sweat blood, tears, and some more shit behind me. No cap. And as a black woman, it's a lot of black men who's being on some weird shit who's steady mentioning me like, oh, you got 24 hours to diss back. You should diss back. You should say this. You should say that. Like, y'all niggas is hoes too. They just show y'all that society is a lot of bitch ass niggas. Like, I feel like the females is the new niggas. We more realer than you niggas. We more streeter than you niggas. We more player than you niggas. You niggas is straight bitches. Like, y'all niggas. It's a simple fact that I know Megan didn't deserve to get the real life little bitches, little mamas, dick like tucking your dick type bitches. Like y'all niggas is straight hoes. Like no cap, that's some hoe shit. Real life little bitches, little mamas, dick. You should have motherfucking got a list, bitch, of all the motherfucking rap niggas that said something about you. All the niggas that had your name in their mouth. You should have made a fucking list and put them niggas on the list. And when you went in the studio, bitch, you should have said everybody's name. Don't target don't target all females. Then you talking about what hit song do Dream Dog got? Like at the end of the day, bitches is doing their thing. Bitches is out here getting money. Bitches is out here buying bags. Bitches is out here getting it. You talking about a hit? Like don't nobody give no fuck about no fucking billboard. Like how you understood? I'm a real bitch. Sometimes real people, real bitches and real niggas never hit the billboard. But at the end of the day, that shit don't make me or break me, nigga. I don't give a fuck about no billboard, you clown ass nigga. I had 2 deals and walked away because I wanted to. I'm that type of bitch. Like I don't give a fuck about this shit. I get money like in real life, and I'm straight, and I'm 23 years old, bitch. What happened? Y'all niggas been doing this shit for 10 plus years, not 10 plus. You should 10 plus. You niggas got old videos back then, rapping on camera, trying to make it. Like y'all would do anything to make it. Like I'm not that bitch. I could sit back and go ghost and still come back raw, hot. For me not to have shit on the billboard, everybody still know who the fuck Asian Doll is. When I walk into any motherfucking room with anybody, they know who the fuck I am. I'm respected. No cap. I'm a young bitch. You talking about billboard? Who gives a fuck, nigga? You shot a bitch at the end of the day. Like, where you at? Like, if you really like, where the fuck is you at? Like, where you at? Anonymous ass, like this nigga anonymous as fuck. Like you making diss songs and shit. Like what? Nobody gives a fuck about that shit, nigga. You lying. Why lie? If you gonna make a diss and you gonna talk crazy and you gonna put other people's name in some shit because you mad because we have still to this day her back. You a bitch. Like you ain't drop no location. You ain't say I'm here. You can meet me here. What?
All right. So you hear that. And that is Asian Doll. Let me be clear. I don't even know who an Asian Doll is. I don't know. I know Dream Doll. I don't know no Asian Doll. I never heard of Asian Doll. So if she walked down the street, I won't know who she is. She's beautiful, but I don't know who this woman is. And she's just doing this to cloud. Who the heck is an Asian Doll? When she got up there talking, I'm like, who is Asian Doll? Like, what the world? So my producer sent it to me. Hey, we got to dive into this. I'm like, who is she? Who is she? What the world? Who is this lady? I don't know who this lady is. And she just talking. She just wants some clout. She wants some clicks and views. Ma'am, don't get on that line, Asian Doll, talking about who cares about the billboard. You do. The reason why you don't care about it because you ain't on there. Best believe if you had a #1 record on Billboard, you would be on that just as happy as all day long, popping bottles, pills, whatever else you would be popping. You would be out there twerking and everything else if you had a #1 hit on Billboard. I'm like, how in the world? But Tory Lanez mentioned her. You got to do your research. Tory Lanez mentioned her, and she have a right to clap back. But the public is going to be like, ma'am, who are you? Who are you? So yeah, you already know the public is gonna respond, but then it's gonna be like, ma'am, who are you? Okay. All right. So she had that to say, and everybody is in there was like, what the world is she talking about? You know what I'm saying? What the world is she talking about? People in the chat. And of course, we open up the phone lines and let y'all speak on it because I know y'all have a lot to say. Then Hot 97, they had this to say. They said, am I bugging for thinking that Tory Lanez using an album to talk about the Megan Thee Stallion situation is corny? That's what the a DJ, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but let me let y'all see that. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not even gonna say it. That's the DJ on Hot 97. I don't too much watch Hot 97. I watch the Breakfast Club. So he said that. Okay, so he had responded. Now let's go to, I think her name is Akbar. Let me see. I believe that's her name, Akbar. I believe that's her name. And she had this to say. Let's play.
This is what I really want to know because I'm not even gonna lie. Boy, you went the fuck crazy on that album. I can't lie. And a lot of people do want to say it, but they ain't said it. So just tell me who shot Meg. Because if you shot Meg, Tory, that's fucked up. I ain't even taking up. Like, I don't play that shit. And we got to protect our black women. But in this case, I don't really know. I don't, y'all. And y'all know I always put my little theories and shit together. Y'all know I'm good with that. Y'all know I'm good with putting my shit together. Like, this what happened. Okay. I don't know. It just sounds like he's really hurting on that album. And you know, I just need to know if you didn't shoot Meg, what part of the song you gonna put out? You can put it out next week or the week after that and let us know who really did it. Because I ain't hear it on the album. I just heard that you said that you didn't do it. So, and I'm being honest. I ain't being funny, y'all. Y'all always trying to laugh and think I'm funny. This is what I really want to know because I'm not even gonna be funny and I'm not playing. If you didn't shoot Meg, you can give us a hint. You ain't even got to tell who shot her. Give us a hint on the next tape, or the next song, and tell us who shot Meg. Now, because this is serious, y'all. Because y'all got to look at it. That's why I'm not getting this shit. A woman got shot. Okay. Y'all be thinking just because she got shot in the foot, that bullet still could have fucking traveled on this girl. Funny, and I'm not playing. If you didn't shoot Meg, you can give us a hint. You ain't even got to tell who shot her. Give us a hint on the next tape, or the next song, and tell us who shot Meg. Now, because this is serious, y'all. Because y'all got to look at it. That's why I'm not getting this shit. A woman got shot. Okay. Y'all be thinking just because she got shot in the foot, that bullet still could have fucking traveled on this girl.
All right. There you go. So that was, I believe I said Akbar. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So she had that to say, and I'm with her. I listened to the album, and it was a good album. He was on there spilling his heart. It was good music. It was a good beat. I enjoyed it from the beginning, middle, and end. I listened to it over and over and over and over and over. I popped my pills, put on my air mattress, and it was on. And I listened to it. I love the things I should have said. I love that. And I love another record. Let me make sure, because I wrote it down on my songs that I like. Because, I'm too, and I never download a record on SoundCloud. Money Over Fallouts and Friends Become Strangers and A Porn From Me to You. So I like that. And those records, let me give y'all the stats. Money Over Fallout, 404 plays. A Woman, 223,000 plays. Friends Become Strangers, 244,000. Sorry, but I had to, featuring Yoko Gold, 241,000. A Porn From Me to You, 138,000. The Most High, 218,000. Look How God's Works, 126,000. Queen and Slim, 176,000. What's Culture, 150,000 plays. Solar Drive at Night, 161,000 streams. Bittersweet, 160,000 streams. Things I should have said, over 160,000 streams. Just Got It Done, 135,000 streams. Jokes on Me, 135,000 streams. Care for You, 118,000 streams. In the Air, 145,000 streams. Life a 92,000 stream. So you combine it over that, them is a lot of stream, and it's only it's not even 24 hours yet. It's not even on 24 hours, and it is on SoundCloud. So if you on SoundCloud, you can go on SoundCloud right now, and you can go and listen to it right on SoundCloud. Now let's get into what Rick Ross had to say. Rick Ross was throwing some shade. He was throwing some shade. Okay, Maybach music. All right. He was definitely throwing some shade, and he said that he is disappointed in Tory. And also, too, he got real shady. He purchased a little bitty car, and he said, I'm giving this car to Tory Lanez, throwing shade at Tory Lanez's height. He showed a little bitty car, and he said, this is for Tory Lanez. And he did that, and he was just, throwing some shade. But mind you, if Tory Lanez asked him to produce a record, he'd be right there. Rick Ross did not agree with what he did to Megan Thee Stallion at all. So he's up there throwing some shade at Tory Lanez. So he's on the side of Megan Thee Stallion. But then again, if Tory Lanez would have called him, you would be right there. And then he was tagging Wingstop because, Rick Ross eat a lot of wings, and he owned a lot of Wingstop location. So he was bringing that up. And so that pretty much sums up everything. So let me open up the phone lines if y'all want to call in. Please call in, people. Don't have me hold up and wait till the last, because y'all got a tendency of waiting till the last minute to call in. Y'all would just wait until the last minute, and then I have to boot the lines. Okay? Shout out to y'all that's here. Thank y'all. If this is your first time watching The Wiley Show, please subscribe. This is lit. And I said I had to come live because, when you take Zyprexa, and I'm on Zyprexa, right? Because I've been diagnosed with bipolar, so it helps me with my depression and everything else. It helped me not to have too many racing thoughts, etc. So when I took the pill, right, I was literally just sleeping and dreaming, and I was dreaming about Megan Thee Stallion. I was dreaming about all of this stuff. I was just in a deep dream. So I was like, "Whoo! I gotta stop doing too much celebrity gossip before I take my medicine." All right, let's go to the phone lines. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. The number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. All right, don't forget that next week we'll be doing the presidential debate. We will be covering that and doing a review on that on next week. So don't forget, anybody that want to be a part of it, you can join. And we also got something that we will release on the community post. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. So if anybody calling in, there we go. 2181, caller, you on the air. 2181, you live on the air. Hello? 2181. Area code. Oh, you from Chicago. 312. Hello? Okay. Let's see. 4713.
Hello?
Yes. Is this 4713?
Hello? Hey, Wiley, how are you?
Okay, give me a second. All right.
No, I'm calling in as well.
Okay, yeah, I just want y'all to say, hold on 1 second, 4713. Go ahead, 2181. You go first. Go ahead. Go ahead. 2181. Hello. Okay. 7466, calling you on the air. 7466. Let me see if they can hear me.
Hello?
Yes, you live on the air. What's on your mind?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Wiley.
Hey. Go ahead.
Oh, Wiley.
Yeah. Yes. Can you hear me? Oh.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Go ahead. Okay, I think they can't hear me. Give me a second. Let me reboot this because they can't hear me. I think that's the problem. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me reboot this a little quickly and log back in. All right, because I think they can't hear me. Because I'm like, if I'm saying hello, so give me a second. I'm going to reboot it on my end and refresh it and see what's going on. So we can get the callers on.
your show now, press 1.
All
To
right.
hear
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting
All
you
right.
now.
So the number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. 6785, calling on the air. 6785.
Hi, Wiley.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Go ahead.
I'm calling in about Tori. You know, Megan tried to explain, what happened that night. And I'm disappointed that Tori didn't do the same. He should have at least, explained a little more about what was going on, since he didn't want to, put himself in trouble. At the same time, he shouldn't have even been on the radio trying to put out new music. Nobody shouldn't have nothing to do with a dude like him.
I challenge that.
For
He's
real.
a rapper.
It's time
He's a
for
rapper.
people-
He's a rapper.
It's-
Why should he
I
why
don't
should he not
care.
release no music?
People don't have, let me tell you.
He's not in jail.
Let me say this. These youngsters done effed up our whole culture. They don't have no morals or nothing behind nothing. They don't stand for nothing. Even if they was talking trash music back in the day, they stood for something. They don't stand for nothing these days, and they let them just do what they want. That's why this world is going through this pandemic, because we got to clean it up. It's not going to last long for our great-great-grandchildren. I'm scared for my sons and my kids, my grandkids right now. We live in fear every day. I went to a market, and just because, the white man went up there and paid for his groceries and everything, when he was done, everybody was standing back. It was 3 of us, 2 Hispanic guys and me. So they didn't move, so I walked up. And he before he opens up the door and goes outside, he says, "Well, are you gonna let her walk in front of you and get in front of you like that?" I told him, I said, "Shut the fuck up and mind your damn business."
Okay, man. We ain't gonna do no cussing. We talk about Tory Lanez. We ain't talking about your disrupt. We ain't got the cash up for that. Yeah, we ain't talking about that. You had a rough day. Yeah. We don't wanna, we want to stay. We want to stay on topic. We don't want to know about your grocery store. We want to. We want to stay on topic with Megan Thee Stallion or Tory Lanez. Hold on one second, ma'am. We want to stay on topic with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. Not your grocery store expert, unless Tory Lanez was in that grocery store.
I understand. I apologize. I was just giving an example that this is really happening in America, and people need to realize Black women are sacred. We will stand by our men from the beginning of time, okay? Just so they won't get killed or get in trouble. We will protect them, but they won't do us the same way. And they need to start standing up. All that T.I. about him being Mr. Wakanda. Well, I don't see Mr. Wakanda standing by Black women, because he's trying to befriend him. He says, "Oh, well, he talked to him." What is that? This man is still gonna get rich behind people that's gonna give him the time.
All right. Thank you so very much, sister.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, thank you. I'm gonna go to the next caller.
Thank you, Wiley.
All right, bye-bye. 7466, call you on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
How are you this evening?
Bless. Now, the subject is we talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. If you had any grocery store problems, we're not talking about that today. If somebody cut you off, we talking about Megan. We talking about Tory Lanez, Rick Ross, Agent Dog. I don't want to know what happened at the grocery store unless Megan Thee Stallion ran over your toes with the shopping cart. But go ahead, sister.
I have specific issues with Tory Lanez. I'm just trying to figure out what the public is confused on. First, there was confusion on if Megan was really shot. Okay. So then Megan came out and confirmed that she was shot. Everybody was like, "Oh, we don't even know because Megan hasn't said anything." Then she said something. Then it was, "Oh, no, well, we need to hear Tory's side." So now today we hear Tory's side. Every single time there's new information coming out or new details, whatever, it's as if we keep, or the public keeps creating excuses to excuse his behavior, his blatant behavior that he has confirmed Megan confirmed, and everybody around him has confirmed it. What else do we need to hear from this grown man on the situation? Do y'all blatantly want this man to say, I shot her and I did it and I did it good? No, he's not going to say that. We can take what we've got from all this information on different angles and take it in and realize that the situation happened. He shot her. It may not have been a gun to the head type of shot. Excuse me. I hope there's no issues there. But it was a shot nonetheless. Why is there still confusion on this? And to see that there are so many Black women caping for Tory as if this isn't the same man who had those issues just earlier this year, using a Black woman to create this narrative that he was standing against colorism. Come on now. We're not going to do this. We're not going to create things for Tory to save his no hairline career. Let's let it go and move on. He did what he did. Megan's story does have a little bit of holes in it, but if they cannot say certain things because they don't want the real story to come out, then that's their business. But there's enough information said to let it be known that he shot her. Let's stop with the speculation. Tory shot her. End of story. Love you, Wiley.
Love you too. Thank you so very much. All right. Next caller, 4713. 4713. You live on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
All right.
All righty. So I want to start off by saying I did listen to Tory's album in full last night. And I will say this. The reason why people are really skeptical about believing Megan is the fact that her story has changed numerous of times. You know what I mean? Like, the caller just sound ridiculous, but ahead of me when she said, oh, well, yeah, her story had some holes in it because they didn't want to tell the whole thing. So if you didn't want to tell the whole thing, why go public with it? I just don't understand. And then my thing is, too, is just like, I don't like how she tried to use, Megan tried to use the whole narrative of we have to protect Black women. I do agree we do have to protect Black women, but why are we trying to protect you more than you want to protect yourself? At the end of the day, like you said, you didn't tell the police what happened. You know what I mean? You tried to save him. So why is it our job to protect you when you try to protect your abuser? And my thing is too, people say, oh, well, why is he putting it in the music? Why is he releasing music, telling what happened in the music? He's a rapper. This man has to eat. This is how he makes his money. If I was Megan should have did the same thing. Instead of her going on a free app, Instagram, and telling her side of the story, she should have put it in the music. And then I don't feel like she's a victim because last time I checked, Megan released a freestyle 2 weeks ago where she poked fun of herself getting shot, saying, yeah, I got shot. Like, she was bragging about it. So it's just like, you want us to feel sympathy and stuff. You know, like I said, I'm not saying I don't feel bad for her because, like I said, at the end of the day, something did happen to that woman. But you all on record laughing about, well, I wouldn't say laughing about it, but you're bragging about it. You know what I mean? And so it's just, I don't know. And I just don't like the fact that everybody was so quick to just go with her story. Because like you said, at the end of the day, it's three sides to a story. It's her story, his story, and the truth. I don't like how people is just so easy to just cape with or believe her side. You know what I mean? Especially when, you know what I mean, it was so many holes in her story. So it's just like, at what point do we say, okay, well, something is fishy, like we may not believe what happened, what she said happened, considering the fact that first you got shot in 2 feet, then you say you got shot in 1 foot. It's just, the story is all over the place. But I will say this though, I do love the album. I like the fact that he kept it on wax. He put it all in the music. You know what I mean? And people could say what they want to say about him. He's canceled and this, that, and the other. But if you go look on iTunes right now, his album is #1. So,
all right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. Do you agree with Tory Lanez on last night? On last night, we also did put a poll on the Wiley Show, and I'm going to read it to you really quickly. We posed a question to the producers, and this is what we asked. I'm going to wait until it load it up. We asked a question on our community wall yesterday. We said, was Tory Lanez wrong for releasing an album instead of going live on Instagram? 45% said yes. 55% said no. So this is literally a split decision. 1828 caller, you in the air.
Hey there, Wiley.
Hey.
This the heavy breathing lady, you know, because I smoke cigarettes and drink beer.
What's on your mind? What's on the topic?
I want to say that I'm gonna ride with Tory, like I'm gonna ride with my son, like I'm gonna ride with a whole bunch of men. These women just don't want to own up to the fact that they raised their daughters to be tramps. And that is the bottom line. They tramps, they easy, they spread their legs.
But caller,
yeah,
we're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. So you're saying out of your mouth that Megan Thee Stallion deserved to get. We're talking about a victim that got shot. That's the subject matter. What do you have to say about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez? Not a genuine
the
statement.
subject is that the girl then lied so many times. If somebody shot you, first of all, when the police came, she said she was so scared and she's supposed to be so smart and educated. And then she told myself, oh, I was scared to talk to the nurse, talk to the doctor. When you had got away from the situation, why you ain't tell the story? Somebody had harmed you. Then why in the world didn't you tell the truth from the get-go? If she had told the truth, her truth, that she's claiming that's her truth, then we wouldn't be still talking about this. Was he wrong to release his record? No, he wasn't. She making money while he can't. That girl done lied too many times. That girl's a bona fide liar, and that's all it is to it.
All right.
And any mama telling the truth gonna ride with their son, and I will ride with mine.
Thank you so very much, sister. I'm going to the next caller. Thank you.
All right.
All right, bye. Okay, Anonymous, you live on the air. All right, we go on to the next caller. 6170, you live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? What's on your mind?
This particular story has been puzzling me all day because it is some loopholes in the story. I don't know if a lot of people caught some of the things that he was saying, like he didn't bluntly snitch on who shot her, but I don't know if nobody even noticed that Megan actually went live on Tory Lanez's birthday to say that he shot her.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a big statement right there. And also the friend Kelsey, who was messing with Tory first, and they were saying that the whole ordeal was like a love triangle, and Megan and Tory was trying to keep the stuff a secret, and maybe that had caused some friction between the three in the car after they left Kylie's house. It's just a whole bunch of stuff, it's just all puzzling to me. Like, it's all confusing. Like, he said he's innocent. She's saying he shot her. And my theory is he probably had shot a gun, but I don't think he actually shot her foot, like intentionally shot her foot. And the reason why I say that is because we've seen stories. I don't know about anybody else, but I've known people that then got to it. Like Akbar B on her live said that she know people that have shot each other, couples, and they got back together. It's like hood, ghetto, street stuff. I mean, it's all ignorant, but these things have happened already, but it hasn't been publicized because those are regular people in regular situations. Now, by this being publicized as two celebrities, I feel like everybody is like being more sensitive about the situation because, they're celebrities, they're high profile, but it's all confusing. Like, if he shot the gun and then intentionally shoot her, he just needs to say that. Then I feel like by, the incident, the police came and everything, and she said she didn't press charges. Okay. But we all know that if the victim don't press charges and the police sees that it's a big enough case to put this person away, especially by him being a Canadian citizen, he can be easily deported. He can be easily removed from the United States. That's my thing. If it's that big of an ordeal, he should be removed from the United States. He wouldn't still be in California right now. He would have been deported. Some type of charges would have been brought upon him of the state of California where it happened at. He just wouldn't just got off on a gun possession and let free. Then we already know this is not the first time Tory had a gun in his possession and he got caught, or some type of chaotic situation. It's not the first time. So he has a pattern of aggressive behavior, whether it's towards women, club promoters, or fans. This stuff happens on the regular.
All right. Thank you so very much for that. And I tell you on that, thank you, sister, for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to the next caller. When you call in, don't hang up. We're going to get to everybody. All right. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hi, Wally.
Hi. Hello. Anonymous. Hello. Did your call drop? Hello. Okay. Hello. Okay. 8848, Carly on air.
Hi, Wally. How are you?
All right.
Stay slim, stay easy, stay good. I'm great.
What's on your mind, Megan Thee Stallion or Tory Lanez? Okay. I don't know what y'all hanging up. 7789, Carly on air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
All right. What's on your mind?
I side with Tory. Well, I don't want to say it like that. Evidently, something happened to Megan. We all saw her bloody footsteps, foot leaking. Something happened to her. I think everybody is in agreement that, something happened to her. It wasn't right. Whatever happened to her to where she is injured, she's saying that something was done purposely to her to harm her. If that's the case, then absolutely, we definitely agree that something happened to her to where she was injured. Where the situation becomes foggy for me is not, of course, it's the holes in the lies, that's obvious. But what becomes very strategic for me, and I do think that Rock Nation did a disservice to her by allowing her to speak on the issue before the issue was ironed out. To me, Megan is very impulsive. She dug herself in a hole by her damn self. Can't nobody put that on anybody else. You cannot like Tory Lanez. You can like Tory Lanez. It doesn't matter. She put herself in a hole to have people side-eye her. And her biggest thing to me is that she don't know when to shut up. And for Rock Nation to manage her, and I have to bring the Rihanna situation up because he was managing her as well, it did not seem smart that they allowed her to speak on the situation before her lawyer or before the case came to, before all the situations ironed out. She spoke to him. And that's what really caused the issue for her. And she needs to me, she needs to get ownership and say, you know what, I fucked up on that. Mm-hmm. And to me, she's too worried. She's too worried about who believes her and who don't. My thing is this: if the people around me that I care for believe me, that's all I care about. Everybody else is suck a dick. You know what I mean? So to me, she's very impulsive. She put herself in a hole. The Tory Lanez album was amazing. I know I bought it. It's a dope album, and people are mad that it's that dope. That's the thing. They are mad that, every song from front to back is a banger. It's a slap. It's a bop. Like, it just is what it is. But people are not taking the situation out of his album. They're just, let him speak. If he wanted to, I don't care if he wanted to get on the top of the Empire State Building and yell it out. It's his choice. Just like it was Megan's choice. Everybody thinks he's supposed to follow after what she said because she came out first. That's not fair. It's not fair. And they're doing him wrong because he came out and made a badass album. The album is dope. Give the man his props. Y'all mad that Megan is a flop and Tory isn't. Tory is a flop. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. She did herself a disservice.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling me. Thank you.
All right.
All right now.
Have a good one, Wiley.
You too. The number is 646-716-8447, 1990. Calling on the air.
Hello?
Yes, you're live on the Wiley Show. How you doing?
Yeah, what's up, brother, man? I just want to say like this. In the history of niggerdom, have you ever known the LAPD let a black man go for shooting somebody? It don't matter who it was. It could have been a squirrel. They would have took his ass to jail. I'm just trying to figure out how they try to put that. Like, I don't know. I live in LA right now, and I know they pull motherfuckers over and they do some shit just for the littlest thing. So if they had him like people say they did, then why he ain't in jail? Explain this.
You got a good point.
Because I know when people get shot, somebody goes to jail, somebody goes to the hospital. She went to the hospital, correct, but her friend didn't go with her. She went by herself. Everybody else went to jail. So I'm just trying to figure out where's this she got shot at thing. Like, I just want to know. Like, the police know a gunshot wound when they see one. Obviously, they're the police, right? So how the fuck they didn't know that she got shot then and they let him go?
Well, thank you so much, and you have a valid point, because if that was us in LAPD, any place, not even just LAPD, any place, if you're going to jail. So, but that's what I'm saying. Is it what was said? I still am kind of confused. Or why was he not arrested? He was arrested though. He was in jail. So let's be clear on that. For a gun. And he was out on bail.
You're going to get arrested for a gun all day.
Right. So he was arrested for the gun. Now, the point of my research is the DA, they said they're still gathering evidence. That was the last piece of the story that I heard. They're still gathering evidence, and they're wanting people to cooperate with the authorities. Megan have to cooperate as well, so they're still gathering evidence. And then also, too, we are still in quote-unquote a pandemic, so that could be it, too. But he was in jail for the weapon. And last time I read on TMZ, they said the DA is still gathering evidence. They're still asking witnesses to come forward.
Yeah, that's true. All right, but I'm not the smartest nigga in the book, but
right.
I just want, like, all you need to do is have a shell casing, the gun, fingerprints, gun residue, case closed. That's all. Like, I watched First 48 millions of times. You don't just get away with shooting somebody. It don't matter if you shot him in the pinky toe. Your ass going to jail, and you gonna sit it down until you come out with your case. On that, like, they didn't find no shells in the car, around the car, nowhere. They didn't find no gun residue. They just found the gun. So,
all right. Saying. Thank you so much for your thoughts, brother. You know? Thank you.
Thank you. No doubt, dog.
All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Okay, so let's talk about this Tory thing. I agree with the last caller in regards to Tory Lanez being arrested, but he was arrested on a gun charge and on marijuana. Had the LAPD found any evidence that alluded to the fact that he did in fact shoot Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez the charges would have been upgraded and he would have been arrested by now. Megan went to the hospital. If they pulled bullet fragments or anything that would have matched the bullets that was registered to that gun that Tory Lanez was charged with, the police would have found that, and his charges would have already been upgraded, and he would have already been rearrested for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. The fact that there is no additional information that has been put out by the LAPD, that there's no confirmation that states that Tory shot Megan, and the media is just going with Megan one-sided story, but everybody is upset with Tory for putting his thoughts and his feelings into an album to just pretty much lay out the dynamics of their relationship, the dynamics of the situation that led up to the incident that's at hand that we're talking about. He also talked about how the label is using Megan Thee Stallion to set him up. He talked about how he just gained his master's, and now all of a sudden they're trying to pin something against him. There is some truth in what he was speaking and what he was feeling in that album. Just like how he brought up Michael Jackson, how he brought up Prince, how they're trying to take down the black men that is trying to take power back, how they don't want to see black men as successful as white men. Like, they'll give you money or they'll let you be successful, but to a certain extent. Once you try and gain too much power, here they are, the higher ups trying to take that away from you. So I do believe Tory. I do believe that something may have happened, but not to the extent of what Megan Thee Stallion is stating. I don't believe that she got shot in her feet. The fact that Tory is also taking up for Megan's best friend, stating that Kelsey did not do it, and then him pushing out an album stating that he did not do it, it only leads me to think that maybe this is something that Megan accidentally did to herself, and she was too intoxicated to even realize she caused self-inflicted injuries to herself or his bodyguard. But he's saying that he didn't do it, and he's taking up for Kelsey and saying that Kelsey didn't do it. I don't know why people always feel like we got to say protect the black woman, but we got to also protect the black man. Is it that we only protect the black man at the hands of the white man? No, we have to protect the black man just like we protect the black woman, because black women lie just like black men lie. They both lie. White people lie, black people lie, everybody lie. And with Megan shooting so many holes in her story, it's hard to believe anything that has come out of her mouth in regards to this, because for her to feel so scared, once you got to the hospital, you were safe. If you were in fear for your life at that moment when y'all got pulled over, once you got to the hospital, you were safe. So the fact that you didn't say, I got shot, you didn't say anything, you didn't even ask for the police, you didn't say anything, but you jumped online several days later to make a statement, but you didn't speak to the police, but you jumped on Instagram to make a statement, that right there is questionable. Because if you wanted charges to be brought, you would have said something to the police. Why are you trying to prove a point to the public opposed to talking to law enforcement? That doesn't even make any sense if you say protect black women, but you're not trying to protect yourself. So I'm riding with Tory. The album was brilliant. And I respect the fact that he handled it the way that he did. It would have looked whack for him to jump online to talk about it. They would have said, oh, you bashing a woman, you doing this, you doing that. But for him to put all of his thoughts into an album and make a fire album at that, just lays out everything. And then he addressed everybody that had something negative to say about him. That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
Well, thank you so very.
I'm riding with Tory. Rick Ross needs to stay in his lane. Asian the Brat needs to pipe down. And that's it. That's all.
I thank you. Thank you for calling in. And so, people, everybody have whatever side you're on. This is a very split decision. Thank you, caller. It's a very, 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 very split. Everybody have their own opinion concerning this.
That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is The Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right. So, tonight, actually, Celebrity Gossip Blogger is going to address what is going on. Tasha K will be live tonight, and she will be giving her thoughts on the situation. And she said this. Let me read it. I'm going to go to her page. I'm going to read what she wrote on her page. And she wrote this. She said, Fuckery Friday, we told y'all what happened in the car first. Tasha K was the only one that got every detail of the story right. Tasha's source is the plug. We are breaking bottles tonight. Show started at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grab your damn wine. Hashtag unwind with Tasha K. So now Tasha K is saying that she's going to give her side of the story. Now the phone lines is open. You still call in, people. 646-716-8447. Now Tasha said tonight she will be responding, and she had her whole theory of what happened. So everybody got their theory. Everybody, but we will know who's telling the truth once the authority announce what charges will be brought. Or if charges will be brought at all. They're going to have their official report of what really happened. And once that is released publicly, we would know what happened on each side. Once the state's attorney get involved, we will know what it is. So also, too, let's go to, first of all, we're going to go to Tory Lanez Twitter because he just tweeted something really quickly. Let's see if it's still up, because, people, they post and delete stuff quick, fast, in a hurry. Okay, give me a second. All right. I'm going to post that. Give me a second while I bring that up. And so this is what he tweeted. He tweeted this. At Rick Ross, this is Tory Lanez. I respect you too much as a black man to disrespect you in these times. However, I went out and marched 9 days straight for Breonna Taylor in your city. I didn't see the boss out there once. Also, stop tagging your endorsements in a post about her. It's a poor decision. And he did actually do that because Rick Ross did have 2 bars of his endorsement, and he was mentioning Breonna Taylor. And let me first say this, but let me read this tweet, and I'm going to say this, my other thoughts. Then Tory Lanez released this on his Twitter. I respect you too much as a black man to disrespect you in these times. And that's what he at that. Oh, okay, I already read that. I'm tired of people bringing up Breonna Taylor in their mess. Stop doing that. That is tacky. If you're beefing with somebody, don't bring Breonna Taylor's name up unless you are out there protesting. Don't bring her name up when it comes to mess. That is so tacky. I'm tired of people doing that. Use her name for a click and for a view and for endorsements. For Rick Ross to do that and to tag your endorsements in there, and you trying to mention Breonna Taylor, that is tacky because you're trying to do this for a coin. So the number is 646. I'm going to bring that tweet up with you all so y'all can see it on y'all screen. Okay, because this stuff is real time. A lot of this stuff is going on as we do a show. This is live, and I'm going to bring that up really quickly. Well, this is a lot with this story. I don't think we're probably going to be talking about this for a little while. Okay, let me bring that up. Okay, all of that. If you're calling in, somebody keep calling in and hanging up. So if you call in, stay on the line because the queue is actually empty right now. So if anybody call in, you'll be the first one to get on the air. So I'm just letting you know I'm going to bring that tweet up so y'all can see that. Okay. Woo. Where we at? We right here. We go to this. And thank you to the computer man that fixed my computer. It's running much smoother than it was. All right. That is what Tory Lanez wrote to Rick Ross. He said, I respect you too much as a black man to disrespect you in these times. However, I went out and marched 9 days straight for Breonna Taylor in your city. I didn't see the boss out there once. Also, stop tagging your endorsements in a post about her. It's a poor decision. And that was the tweet. Let's go to the phone lines. 6008. You live on the air.
Yo, you can hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, I think regarding Tory, I think son innocent. You know what I mean? I think what happened between him and homegirl, and I mean, you know, that's regular boy and girl shit. You know what I mean? I mean to be cursing, but you know, every day I don't condone hitting women, shooting a woman, but every day, I mean, you be in the street walking on the block and you see a dude choking a woman, slapping a woman. I see it every day. I mean, it's not my business. You know what I'm saying? I mean. I'm not condoning it, but I'm just saying, I mean, I see it all the time in the street. So it's like, you know, I understand he entertainer, so it's going to be different. But, you know, that's between them. You know what I'm saying? I just think they got to figure that out. I'm not condoning if he did or didn't do it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's between them. And son talented. I'm saying Tory, he talented. He very talented. So, you know, it is what it is. I think right now, since the pot is hot, people going to go at him. But I think his talent with time, you know, he gonna be there and his fans gonna rock with him. So that's my opinion on that matter.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
All right.
The number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. Let's go to the phone. Let's see if we got any callers in queue. Okay, yes, we do. 4980, calling you on the air.
Hello.
Hey, what's on your mind concerning Megan and Tory?
Hi. I'm actually gonna start with Tory on this because, like they said, like previous, if they had evidence along with Megan's word that he actually shot her, then he would have been at least brought up on those charges. It's still under investigation. They found a whole gun on him, but they never said, or it never was released that the gun actually matches the bullet fragments that were supposedly found in her foot. So we don't know who shot her. It could have been a best friend. Who knows? But I'm with Tory on this one.
All right. Thank you so very much for letting me know that. Thank you. And so back to let me respond to that caller that called in. I don't care how much abuse that you see from a woman, it still doesn't give you the right to abuse a woman. It don't give you a right to shoot a woman. It is wrong. And if Tory Lanez did that, which I believe he did do it, he needs to be in jail, period. That's in the conversation. He needs to be locked up. Also, too, they have just posted this on Twitter that Tory Lanez album is #1 on Apple Music. It is #1. All these people talking about they're not going to listen to it, rushed over there and listened to it. And Daystar has reached #1 on Apple Music. Let's go to the phone lines. 4450, calling you on air.
Hello, how are you?
All right.
Great. First off, all these fake want to protect Black women, men like Rick Ross and Bun B declared that if Tory was in the state, the city of Houston, the state of Texas, he would have did something. All of this is shenanigans. Honestly, unfortunately, if it comes to find out that Megan was lying, it unfortunately is going to reflect a lot of Black women. A lot of things that we say, people are not going to believe us because Megan want to sit up here and lie as the many lies that she has told. I don't understand how someone gets shot, but meanwhile you in the club every few seconds in everybody's face, protecting whatever kind of energy. And secondly, can we please tell Asian Doll to go sit down? I'm very confused as to what doll exactly did Tory talk about, because Dream and Asian and every other doll is talking about, oh, he's talking about them. Which doll was he talking about out of the collection of brats?
Because there's a lot of
It's
them.
so like Asian every minute she up in that girl face. Oh, that's my bed. Girl, sit down. I thought your arm was broken. Then you have PTSD, and that's a shame too. People that actually suffer from that. Asian want to sit up here and play with that stuff. That's not a joke. People have gone to the military and have gone through traumatic issues, and you sitting up here with your wig cocked to the side and a little bit of blood to the right over dramatic stuff. Talking about you gonna have PTSD if you don't go to the club. Listen, Wiley, please get your friends. Please get your blue check friends because they are very annoying. Okay, very annoying. I think this is the mystery of our generation. You know how the Tupac and Biggie thing happened. We weren't of age, so I don't understand that whole situation. But this is our, little piece of a mystery within our generation.
I feel you on that. Thank you, sister, for calling in. All right.
No problem. But on behalf of Black women, please, y'all stop trying to talk about, protect us when y'all sitting up there doing foolishness. Black women, get y'all some husbands. Get you some Black men that love you.
Yes.
And the rest of these people that are talking down on us, don't give them no energy. You don't care. Move on. Not everybody gonna like you.
All right. Thank you so very much, caller, for calling in. All right. The number is 646-716-8447, 646-716-8447. Last 49436. Calling you on the air.
Hello, how are you feeling today?
Go ahead. What's on your mind?
I feel that Mr. Tory Lanez is being honest and Megan is being shown for the liar that she really is. And she said that she beat up her last boyfriend, and I have a feeling that she also did the same thing that Tory is saying that she did to him. And that's all I wanted to say. And I want you to keep up the great work.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. The number is 646-716-8447, 9446. Calling you on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
So, about the situation, I feel like I'm not taking a side.
Can you speak up in the
because-
phone, ma'am? Can you speak up in the phone so I can hear you? Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
All right. I feel like nobody should really choose sides because nobody really knows what happened. We're basically going off their words. So I feel like it is what it is. He said that he didn't do it. She said he did it. There's no evidence. And if he really did do it, wouldn't he be arrested by now?
Great point.
All right. That's all I had to say. Thank you. I like your show.
Thank you. All right. We go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Wally, I agree with the last caller. We're in America, and in America, the judicial system says that you're innocent until you're proven guilty. Why are we trying to prove Tory Lanez guilty through public opinion without any evidence, without any facts, without any police confirmation reports, any type of ballistics, any type of anything? Why are we taking one person's word over another person's word? Why are we automatically nailing Tory Lanez to the cross without having any evidence? Because I thought that people were innocent until they were proven guilty. How has he been proven guilty? What is the evidence? What is the facts? That's all I want to say, because everybody is trying to nail this man to the cross. But if you all get charged up in a situation, you want somebody to believe you're innocent until they have evidence to prove guilt amongst you. So why are we trying to prove this man guilty before allowing him to have his day in court, or before seeing any type of evidence or any type of anything? We don't automatically have to take the woman's side just because a woman says something. Remember, women lie. A woman calls Brian Banks 6 years of his life off of a lie. And this is a true story. We know black women lie, just like white women lie. Y'all, if people need to stop that, oh, she's a woman, we got to protect women. If she said it, it happened. That's not true, because we know people that lie. So that's it. That's all, man. The man is innocent until proven guilty, and I'm riding with Tory.
Oh, you riding with Tory. All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Wow. Thank you. You brought a good point up. 646-716-8447. You can't get on here acting like it don't exist, because in the history, some have lied. But in this case, I do believe that Megan Thee Stallion is not lying. 9772, calling you on the air.
Hi, how are you?
All right, go ahead, sister. What's on your mind?
So I have something short, but something that I realized is kind of fishy. At first, I am not going to pretend like I wasn't on any side. I was on Megan's side, and I was like, damn, that really sucks. I really love Tory's music. But I did notice that when all this happened, I thought of, well, what are the repercussions gonna come to him from his label? But then I realized that, just like the other caller was saying, he does have his own masters, and he's independent. So I wasn't really sure how they were gonna, cancel culture Tory. But also, what I think is interesting is Megan says that Tory shot her in the foot. And after, if you look at Cardi B's behind the scenes footage of WAP, Cardi B was actually on an interview talking about Megan, asking her, if she was okay, and just being a supportive friend. And Megan said that it was pretty difficult doing WAP and going on to the live concerts that she did for quarantine in her condition. My thing is, if you're shot in the foot, bullets leave a huge impact on the body, and the foot especially, you have so many things going on, nerves, tendons, bones, but yet she's walking around basically what appears to be fine. She's not limping, she's not in a cast, she was performing in heels. That to me is a little weird. Now, I'm not trying to take sides, because you have his side, her side, and the truth. But the only thing weird to me is if you're shot in the foot, you're walking around in heels, there's no cast, there's no nothing. That's weird to me.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you. The number is 646-716-8447. 4254. Call you on air.
Thank you.
Hello. 4254. Yes, can you turn me down the background? You live on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
All right. $4254. Hello. Okay, call back in. So the reason why I say she's not lying is because she's on Instagram. She told the full-fledged story of what happened and her reasons of why she did not tell on Tory Lanez. It's because she did not want the police to end her life or their lives. That's why she didn't tell the police, hey, it is a weapon in the car. And you have to hear, anytime you let the police know that, it's already mess. The helicopter shows up and everything else. And she said the reason why she didn't tell, because she didn't want that to end wrong. So that's why she held that information. That's why she did not tell the police that. Now, that was then. Now, as she's safely back in her home, she could easily call the detective or have her lawyer call them and get this situation resolved. So charges can be brought forth to Tory Lanez. And also, she needs to cooperate with the state's attorney or the district attorney in that area that is handling this case. 4254, call you on the air. 4254. All right. When you call in, don't hang up. The number is 646-716-8447. And that's what I believe. I personally believe that Megan Thee Stallion was shot. I just did not like that she's going live and talking about it. You don't need to go live and talk about it. You didn't need to do that. Only thing that she has to do is cooperate with the police. 4524, you live on the air. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, what's on your mind? Were you on Tory Lane's side, Megan Thee Stallion? What's up?
Oh, I just like to say that I think it's a scandal.
Okay. All right. 4254, caller, what's on your mind? You on Megan's side, Tory's side? All right. 9228. 9228. All right. And I'm going to take this last one. I'm doing my closing remarks. So this could be the last caller. 5901, caller, you on the air.
Hi. I'm not on no one's side. I mean, we're gonna have to wait until the investigation is complete. You can't say that she's telling the truth. You could believe her, but you don't know if she's telling the truth because the case has not been resolved. So, like I don't know. I know she was hurt. I do believe she was hurt, but I can't say I believe he shot her. He said he didn't. She said he did. We have to wait until the case is complete to find out what really happened. And no one has heard from her best friend. What happened to her best friend? We haven't heard from Kelsey. And she's saying protect Black women. But what about her friend Kelsey? No one is protecting her. No one's heard anything from her. Her mom came online and was like, Megan got her in problems. So what happens to Kelsey? So Megan is the only one anybody care about, but nobody's concerned about Kelsey. She's a Black woman. No one is protecting her.
All right. I hear you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Every time I say it's like we get extra callers, but we're going to take these callers because they did call me. All right. Thank you, Lord, for bringing the callers. So let me take these two calls. 4132, calling you on the air. I think they call in from Twitter too.
Hello?
Hey, what's on your mind? You on Tory Lane's side, Megan Thee Stallion? What's up?
I'm on Megan's side, and I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you why. Because I play process of elimination.
Okay.
Now, like the lady that just got off the phone said, Kelsey ain't came and spoke up and said nothing. The security ain't came and spoke up and said nothing. The only person that came and spoke up and said something was Megan. Now, she did initially lie and say that her foot was cut on a piece of glass, which I can understand why that would make people believe that, was holes in her story. But at the end of the day, she provided evidence of a gunshot wound, of her being shot. Nobody else came to either claim or deny anything else about the shooting. The only two names that were mentioned in this shooting were Tory and Megan. So again, if I'm in the car, if it's four of us in the car, two male, two female, the rumor is that there was an argument going on. So at the end of the day, it's two females and two males in the car. What reason do you have to be letting off shots unless it's at the other male that's inside the car?
I hear you.
And what other reason do anybody else in the car have to shoot Meg, her best friend? And I don't know what reason Tory Lanez would have. It could have been an accident. He could have accidentally shot her. But my point is, regardless, he shouldn't have had no gun out in no argument with no females to accidentally shoot, to purposely shoot, or whatever the case may be. It was wrong. So I'm on Megan's side with whatever happened, whatever she say happened to her.
All right. Thank you so very
Now,
much.
All right.
All right. So now, Kelsey, we just got footage that 97 The Box in Houston is, I guess that's a radio station in Houston, and this DJ said that he talked with Kelsey, and Kelsey said, quote, she do have some things that she want to say, and when she's ready, she's going to talk. So We all expecting Kelsey to be heard. She said some things that have not been mentioned that she would like to say. So if we, when she do speak out on it, we'll bring that to you. But yes, she had went to a radio station or talked to this DJ that is there, and they said they had a conversation. So and he told her, whenever you're ready, we got you, because he wants that exclusive. That's I guess that's a radio station in Houston, 97.9, and the name of that is The Box. So let's see what she had to say, whatever she said. So we will bring that to you. If she speak today, we will go live and break that down. 3105, caller, you on the air. 3105. Hello? Yes, you're live on the Wiley Show. You on the side of Megan or Tory Lanez?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Which side you on, Megan or Tory Lanez?
Okay, so I'm kind of caught up in the middle because there's 5 sides to this story. It's the security side, Tory Lanez side, Megan side, the best friend side, and the truth. So we all know for a fact Megan was injured. And in one of Tory Lanez songs, he's saying how you get bullet shot, how you got shot in your foot, but no, it didn't hit no tendons or no bones. So that made me side-eye a lot of things. And then when Megan went live, she never told us why they were all arguing in the car. She just told us that they were arguing in the car. Tory Lanez kind of broke it down of why they was arguing in the car in this album. Basically, Kelsey and Tory had a thing going on, right? And so when they was in the pool with Kylie, Megan got jealous because Tory was flirting with Kylie. All in all, Megan and Tory was fucking around on the low, and she didn't let her best friend Kelsey know. So, Megan got all upset. And so when they got in the car, because, Megan was ready to leave, when they got in the car, Kelsey in the back seat, Tory in the back seat. The security guard is driving, Megan is in the front seat. So they all arguing Megan's still going off on Tory. And Kelsey well, why? What's going on? They now they arguing because Kelsey didn't put it together. Y'all been fucking around on the low, and Megan, that was I liked him. You know that. You did that one. So now they argue in the car. Megan gets out of the car. And this is where it gets blurry because this gunshot, so I remember when it first got reported that Tory shot at the ground and the bullet fragments got into her foot. So I'm starting to believe that again. I think it was an accidental thing to start shooting, maybe to shut everybody up. And I'm not sure. It's just, I don't know. We don't know the facts because none of us was there. And I know for sure everybody not telling the whole truth, and it's fucked up. So I don't know.
Thank you so much for calling.
I don't want to choose a side until they do go to court. I honestly don't want to choose a side. I feel like all of them is dead ass wrong. Megan didn't have no loyalty towards her friend, and Kelsey is still having loyalty because she ain't said nothing. She ain't said nothing. The security guard been loyal. He ain't said nothing. The only 2 people who talking now is Megan and Tory. Tory said he didn't shot her, which he probably shot at the ground and bullet fragment hit her foot because, that she didn't show a bullet, actual. I don't know. What you think? I really need to know. I know you said you taking Megan's side, but it's come on. We got so much stuff. We ain't got the whole truth.
Right, and that we will know it, and we might not never know it. It all depends on the authorities. What do they have to say about it? So I'm waiting to hear from the police side, the detective side. I want to hear more so with that piece, and hopefully in the coming weeks that we will get a response. But we did reach out to that detective. They gave us no comment, so we did call. That's the only thing I want. What are they going to do with this case? So thank you, caller.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, I just got in my DM that Milagro Grounds is supposed to talk with someone that is a stylist that witnessed Megan being physically abusive to Tory Lanez. And this person, I think this is a stylist that witnessed that, and she wrote this. Y'all really want this man's life to be in shambles over something he did not do? How is that? Y'all push the motives of Black Lives Matter. Isn't Tory Black? Y'all people have a lot of nerve. So Megan entitled to speak her piece, but Tory is not. His piece will be spoken today, I promise you. So I guess someone sent me that as a part of Mob Radio and said that she will be talking to the former stylist, going on with the stylist that she's the stylist that witnessed Megan being physically abusive to Tory Lanez. So we will remain to see that live, and after that live, we will give our perspective on there. See, everybody got a story. Everybody gonna be getting something. There's gonna be a lot of clout for a whole lot of folks. 6960, calling on the air.
Hey man, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Hey man, so I mean, it's crazy. Like the last caller said, the one thing though, I was listening to the album last night. The one thing I picked out is he said how you get shot in the foot. It hit no bones, no tendons. And that's the crazy thing, because like I was really siding with Megan first, because the homie was silent. It was looking shady. It was looking weird. Like you looking at it, you really get shot in the foot. You can't walk after that. You feel me? You can't put full pressure. You can't be filming the music video with Cardi B. You feel me? There'd be physical therapy. Like there's a whole slew of shit that there'd be. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what really happened. No one really knows. It's a court case, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Tory has a little bit more going for him right now than he did before. Because there's a whole album worth of shit, coming out that we didn't know about. So I don't know. I feel like, him going independent from the record and, all this other shit, there could be a whole other motives behind it. You feel me?
Thank you so very much for calling in. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. The number is 646-716-8447. We're going to go to the next caller, 8018, calling on the air.
Hey, Wally. Hey, Chat. Wally, I'm not on the side of either. I am against domestic violence. If this is domestic related, I'm against domestic violence. Men putting their hands on women and vice versa. Either way, I'm against that. But what is really confusing is Megan coming out, because I guess when his team had go back a little bit, his team had put something out on Twitter, and then that's when she came forward and she said, he shot me, he did this, he did that, but she showed the injury of her foot. It looked like a flesh wound, like I said before. And then the next day, you're at the club. It's like if they didn't want us in their business, they wouldn't be putting it out for us. I mean, you wouldn't pay attention to what the internet says. You wouldn't be posting these pictures. You wouldn't be commenting back to Tory Lanez. The only thing that he's doing, which is the smart thing, is he's not opening his mouth. He hasn't said one thing. He dropped an album. But she's continuing to talk. And then more people are coming out saying, well, Megan did this. The ex-boyfriend was talking, I don't know if they were talking through the internet or how they were talking. He was talking to Millie. Millie had that exclusive on him. And then when Megan went on live, she said, why did you say this? And he was like, I didn't say this and that, and I'm going to clear this up. It's like, she reminds me a little bit of Cardi B. You don't want people to talk about you. You don't want people to say bad things about you, but you're constantly in the internet. You're on the internet. You're constantly in people's chats, in bloggers' chats, reading what they have to say, and then going live trying to debunk what it is that they said about them. Tory shooting her or at her or whatever, it was wrong. It was wrong. And she is a victim. But if you know that there's more to the story, shut your mouth. If you know it's being investigated by the police, shut up. Because so far, charges, if whatever happened, because we don't know, we're all just speculating and it's just theories. But him keeping his mouth shut, it's making her look foolish. Every time she says something about it, it looks foolish. And then there's something else. Everyone around you that has been around you from the beginning, that was there for you when you really didn't have anything, you notice that she's getting rid of each and every one of them. First, it was the hairdresser, Jonathan. Then it was the original makeup artist that she had, because the biggest interview that she had, she didn't want to give him any credit when she got interviewed by Vogue magazine. So she got rid of him because he said something about that. Then there was EJ. And I sent you something on that. Now EJ is gone. I mean, something doesn't look right. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not on the side of either, but I'm totally against domestic violence. And whatever he did to her, he does need to pay for that. But she needs to shut her mouth.
And this is what we mean
And
by
if you're
shut
a
your mouth.
victim-
When you are dealing with a case, any legal case, an open case, you shouldn't speak on that matter. You know, if you like the library situation, I couldn't really speak on it. Why? Because this is an open case. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really speak on a open case because it hurts the case, right? You don't want the other side knowing about the evidence. So it's best to let the authorities handle it. You listen to your lawyers. But again, she's not the only celebrity that's talk about stuff that is open. Cardi talks about stuff that's open. I tell you, you're dealing with something legally, don't speak on it. Allow your lawyers
And
and
that's
your
why,
publicists handle
look at
this
Cardi
situation.
now.
Absolutely. You always mess and drama.
Look at Cardi now.
Absolutely.
Cardi supposedly owes Tasha K money.
So it's
I mean, to quote unquote, supposedly, don't quote me on that, supposedly, based on Tasha K,
Right.
but look at what she keeps doing.
right. It for me, if I'm part of Megan's team, but then again, just like I had a conversation with somebody in the industry, you can have this easy said and done. If that artist want to talk, you cannot overstep the boundaries. You can give your suggestion, but you know you can't override it. Why? Because you'll lose your job. You'll lose your job. You can't overstep. If Megan want to speak up, if I'm her publicist or assistant or her whatever, her lawyer, at the end of the day, I work for her, and she have a decision where she want to speak or not, because they can't force her to not talk. But what she's doing is she's making this situation worse by talking, and literally gave Tory Lanez access to release an album. So all of this time, where we were talking about this, he was putting music together. Them writers were writing them records, and he released it as #1 in the country. And now people are going to be looking forward to the video. Can you imagine the visuals that's going to be with this album? Going to be incredible. And it's already #1 on iTunes. I just downloaded it myself because I didn't even know it was on iTunes. When everybody said it, I said, okay, I ain't got to listen to it on SoundCloud. It's great that it's on iTunes. So it's a great business decision for Tory Lanez. But in this instance, if he shot her, he deserved to get what he's going to get, and what she needs to serve time in jail, because that is illegal. You cannot go around shooting folks. You can't.
Exactly. And you do know that the more people that she gets rid of that were there from her from the beginning, that you think that the police aren't paying attention to that? You think they're not even watching her make a fool of herself online?
Right.
Continuously walking, you're a victim, but you're walking the next day. I got shot in both feet, but you're literally walking the next day.
Well, obviously,
you don't think that doesn't make it look bad?
It doesn't, but it all depends upon them hospital records, though. If she was, and she did go to the hospital. So my own thing is, we just gotta wait for the authorities to get involved, because they're gonna have the last say so in this matter. Whether they're gonna continue with the case, they're gonna have to give it. So that remain to be seen. But I will be talking to contact the LAPD and the detectives over the case yet again to see what is their update on this, because that's the big piece. They got whatever they're doing, what they're going to say, because I'm interested. But thank you so much for calling.
The last thing is Kelsey.
Yeah.
So what about Kelsey? You do know that Kelsey has not. Mom. That shout out to Angel in the chat. Angel, I think it's Angel. She did say that Millie said something about Kelsey going live tonight.
Okay, we'll believe it. I don't even like announcing when they're going live, because they could just be lying. Whenever they click that live button, then we'll believe it. Because Tory Lanez said we all thought he was gonna go live and then do it. So that's why I don't like the announcement stuff until they actually do it. Because she'll be saying that, and then if it don't even happen, and then we all stand up in the middle of the night for nothing.
Tory did say 9 p.m. Didn't he say 9 p.m. on IG?
Yeah, he said some of that nature. Yes,
so that would make people believe that he was going live. I mean, that was what he did. What is that, bait and switch? I mean, that's all he did. I mean, but he did say he was going live.
Right.
But
so
okay, we won't believe it till we see it. But still.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I got a lot of callers I want to get through. Get everybody enough for it. All right, caller. We got 30 minutes. So y'all got 30 minutes left. 7946 caller, you on the air. Because Kelsey could be releasing an album. Now that would be some shade. 7946, you live on the air. I'm calling your last 4 of your phone number. Your last 4 your phone number.
Hello?
That is what I'm calling. Yes. Whose side are you on, Megan or Tory Lanez? Turn me down the background, sir.
Really, probably Tory, because like throughout their relationship, you gotta keep your hoes in check, my nigga. You feel me? It's Cali West Side. You feel me? These niggas be tripping. You feel me? All of that, nigga.
Okay,
And
you gotta turn me down the
she was
background.
tripping. You feel me? And the bitch was tripping after shit. The bitch.
Okay, you gotta turn me down the background. 6562 caller, you on the air. You got it. 6562. Hello. Okay, you got to turn me down the background. Okay. 2675 caller, you on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I'm on Megan's side because I feel like it's my duty to be on her side since I'm a Black woman. And I know other Black women don't agree, but I feel like I have to take her side because of the situation we're in now. I feel like no one has Black women's side in today's society. And I just feel like I'm gonna be on her side until I hear a verdict. And even if she's wrong, I wouldn't care. I will probably listen to Tory, but even if Megan goes down, I'm still okay with it because as long as I had her side. And also, people are just I feel like people are just flip-flopping. After Tory Lanez released his album, now everyone's saying I'm on Tory's side. But what made his side right? What made y'all flip-flop so quick? We still don't know what happened. And I also want to make it kind of I listen to Mob Radio, and I love her, but I just feel like she's just she just feels like Millie just feels I can't even talk. Millie feels like she knows the right answer. Tory Lanez is not guilty. She's just on that side completely. And I'm kind of confused. She's saying that she needs to know each side, but she's completely on Tory Lanez's side. So I'm really confused on why she's just completely on Tory Lanez. And are people forgetting that isn't this the same dude who just made up a scenario about a dark-skinned woman? What makes you think he's not making up this scenario with Megan?
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, and we also have in breaking news, Megan Thee Stallion announced that she will be the musical guest for Saturday Night Live season 46 premiere. Megan Thee Stallion will be on Billboard. Will be on Saturday Night Live for season 46, the premiere. Let me screenshot and I will put that on the Instagram page so you all can see that, so y'all get more information about that. So she's still out here working. So just give y'all that breaking news that she will be on the season 46. This is the premiere for Saturday Night Live. Let's go to the next caller. 8329, caller, you on the air.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. What's on your mind?
This I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not gonna really say I'm picking nobody's side, but one thing, right? I'm from California, right? And if Tory Lanez had actually really shot her, he would be in jail. It's no pass go on shooting somebody out here. If he had really physically shot her like she said he did, that man would be in jail. They don't care how much money you got. The justice system in California doesn't care about that money. If that man had shot her, he would be in jail. That's why her story is kind of fishy to me, because he only been arrested for possession of a firearm. He didn't get arrested for assault. So that kind of makes her story a little fishy, you know?
All right. I hear you. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right. 646-716-8447. That is the number. If you want to call in and express yourself, what you think is it's Megan or Tory Lanez. 4524, caller, you on air.
Yes. You hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, ma'am.
First of all, I would like to say the situation is beyond me, if you agree.
Yeah, speak up in the phone because we can't hardly hear you. so I can hear you clearly.
First of all, I'd like to say that this is a lot, and if I had to pick a side, I would say Megan, and because I just feel like a liar know how to lie, and the fact that he's just making a song and just saying stuff, you know, it just tells that. And you ain't say nothing at first when it first came out. You didn't say anything, you know. So if you're guilty, I feel like you're not gonna say anything, and you just come out with a song and just, you know, trying to finesse your money. So I just feel like he's wrong. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. I know some of y'all are shy calling in, but you'll get used to it once you keep coming on the Wiley Show. I used to be shy too, but look at me now. 6562 calling you on air. Hello. 6562.
He got more sustainable.
All right. So if you call in, make sure you turn down in the background. We can no longer allow y'all to be on with y'all background on. Okay, so we want to say, you know, shout out to all of the callers that called in today, the voice their opinion on the Wiley Show. Thank you.
That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't go. Keep it going.
All right. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Yeah, what's up, Wiley?
Yeah, go ahead. What's on your mind? You on Tory Lane's side or Megan Thee Stallion?
Oh, I'm not picking a side, but I just wanted to say that Tory Lanez is an artist. He put out music. What, he's supposed to stop making music because the accident happened between he and Megan? Megan came out. Megan still promoting her music. She's been at parties, pool parties, doing her thing. So why can't Tory Lanez promote his music? And I imagine he just didn't make that song last night. You know, so get a man a break. Until he's been charged and arrested, no one should accuse him of anything. And that's how I feel about it.
Thank you so much, caller, for calling in. All right. 6562, calling you on the air.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. I ain't picking nobody's side, but I'll make this real quick. Tory Lanez got more facts in what he says in his music. And as far as for Megan Thee Stallion, check this out, bro. It's a lot of brothers out there that's locked up just because some female said that bro put hands on him or bro did this and this and the third. I feel like Megan is the sacrifice for all these women, for the justice system, and people to wake up to understand that women do lie when they get their heart broken. You know what I'm saying? Women do lie when they go to some shit they don't appreciate. You know what I'm saying? And Tory Lanez, he's an artist. Do not forget that. He expresses feelings into the music, and that's what a real artist do. I'm an artist myself, and I do that all the time. I go through real life shit, and I put that in my music, and that's what people fuck with my music. So as far as for Tory Lanez, of course, he gonna get that #1 album because he's speaking facts that niggas could relate to. It's a lot of brothers locked up today just because some female said they got raped by the brother or some shit happened between them behind closed doors. And the cops always go with the shit that the women say. You get what I'm saying? So Megan need to come out and give more clarification to her statement because Tory got enough proof to back the shit up. And again, as black people, this is what Willie Lynch try to tell us. How you make a slave. They always use a black woman to destroy a great black man. Now, listen, to not forget that Tory got all his masters to him. He got the rights to all his masters. He's on a great path that 95% of these hip-hop artists don't have. And Kanye just went on that rant just 2 weeks ago. And Tory got that down pat. So it might be some subliminal shit going on in the industry that we do not even know about. But Tory handled the shit the right way. He put it in the music and everybody fucking with it. Ross need to stay in his place. The boss got to stay in his place. You know what I'm saying? The boss got to stay in his place and do not bring up Breonna Taylor in this thing because it's not related. It's not related at all. Women lie just like white men lie, and it's time for black men to rise up and to not gang up to destroy this man. Tory is doing a great job out here to not gather against this man until he's proven guilty.
All right. Thank you so very much, caller, for calling in.
All
right. Thank you. You are innocent until proven guilty in this country, but in the court of public opinion, people is very split. I am on Megan's side. In the court of public opinion, I do believe Megan was shot by Tory Lanez. In the court of public opinion, but in the court of law, you are innocent until proven guilty. And if you're poor, you are guilty until you can afford to be proven innocent. 0291. 0291.
Yeah, is it me?
Yes, that's you. Go ahead. That's all your mind.
Based on what that last guy said, I would say, like, first of all, a lot of people like to say that a lot of men are falsely put in jail because of women lie, but the statistics are never there. It's just like people know a couple people, and then they make like a big inference over the fact that there's a lot of men who are falsely accused. That statistic is very low. And also when it comes to abuse, a lot of like women who deal with abuse from the male partner that they were dealing with, it's hard for them to just come out right away and tell on them, because this is a person they love, this is a person they cared about, and like it's not just like and Megan is like seen by a lot of people in this world, same as Tory. So it's kind of hard to just like come out, because the reason people are bringing up Breonna Taylor is because Black women are never defended by anyone. We're like the most hated types of people, by our own people, by other people. So we deal with racism, abuse, and all those kind of things. So that's why they're talking about that, because she wasn't defended either. A lot of people were saying that Megan is a man. That's why that happened. And it's like a lot of people are saying, I don't take either side, but yet they're saying like, oh, they have a but every single time, and like questioning Megan, but picking still like Tory's side, or questioning Tory and then picking Megan's side.
Right.
I just think there's a lot of facts that we're all missing, and these made up stories that we all make are just they're messing with them in their life. These people are people, and we can't just like make up these stories and then blame the Black woman, and then make up these stories and blame the Black man, because you're really affecting their lives. That's why they don't talk. But then they start talking, and then other people, all these people are making up stories, and then like it just becomes a whole mess.
All right.
But yeah, I think that's what.
Thank you so very much for calling in. All right. No problem. All right. So now we're going to go. Rick Ross, this is breaking news. He have responded to Tory Lanez, and I want to play the audio of him. This is Rick Ross' response. Rick Ross is actually, I think he's out walking, and he's responding to Tory Lanez. Let's play.
First off, little boy, I appreciate how you responded swiftly to Rose, but that's how you should have did the sister that accused you of shooting. That's what you owed her family. That's what you owed all the Black women in the world. Just that accusation alone. She was in your presence, but that's between y'all. But more importantly, let's get to you protesting. You ain't protesting Miami. Only reason you was out there is because your condo that you stay in $1,500 a month, damn protest was coming right down there. So you went down and took a photo out. That's cool. Let's don't insinuate that. Go out your way for the sisters. Poor Decisions is putting together an album and trying to profit off some shit people like myself was watching to hear you address this shit and move on. Not get a whack song or a whack album that ain't gonna get you no money, no new supporters. So little boy, boss up. First off, little boy, I appreciate how you responded swiftly to Rose, but that's how you should have did the sister that accused you of shooting. That's what you owed her family. That's what you owed all the Black women in the world. Just that accusation alone. She was in your presence, but that's between y'all. But more importantly, let's get to you protesting. You ain't protesting Miami. Only reason you was out there is because your condo that you stay in $1,500 a month, damn protest was coming right down there. So you went down and took a photo out. That's cool. Let's don't insinuate that. Go out your way for the sisters. Poor Decisions is putting together an album and trying to profit off some shit people like myself was to hear you address this shit and move on. Not get a whack song or a whack album that ain't gonna get you no money, no new supporters. So, little boy, boss up.
All right. So that was Rick Ross response. Let's go to the phone lines. 5840, caller, you're on the air. 5840.
Hey, Raleigh.
Hey. That was Rick
Hey,
Ross.
this is the Icon from New York.
Go ahead, Icon. What's on your mind?
I just want to say, Rick Ross, go to HELL. First of all, I didn't know nothing about Tory Lanez, and he has a new supporter. I just downloaded his album, and I haven't downloaded a whole album in years. So he do have new supporter like myself. And you should be ashamed of yourself. He's a musician. He's an artist. He expressed himself via the paper, via the rap. It's number one. Let's go, Tory.
Oh, anything else?
Not at the moment.
All right, thank you, Icon from New York. And so that was Rick Ross' response, and he was saying to Tory Lanez, listen, you did not go out there and protest against Breonna Taylor. They were already marching in the area that you was at with your condo that you're paying $1,500 for, and you just went on there and take a photo. So Rick Ross responded, some is alleging that why is Rick Ross having this message when he allegedly drugged women? And they're saying that he should not be speaking on this matter when he had his own issues with allegedly drugging women. So they said in the chat, right message, wrong messenger. That is what a lot of women are saying in the chat. Do you agree with Rick Ross? Do you stand with him, standing up for y'all? What do you have to say? Call in. We got 13 minutes left. The number is 646-716-8447. Again, the number is 646-716-8447. 1397. Caller, you on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, how you doing?
All right.
You gotta go with facts. The fact is, Tory had a gun. Megan got shot. Regardless of he was high, she was high, Megan got hurt. Nobody is really saying who shot who. When Megan got mad after Tory tried to clown her, that's when she got mad and told the truth. Now, whether it can be proven in a court of law, that's another thing to be said. But we know OJ did it. He didn't get criminally charged, but we all know he did it. He got charged. He got charged in another way. And yes, that man is supposed to put out music. He is an artist, just like she is. But at the end of the day, if he loved her so much, he wouldn't have did it in that kind of way. He could have did it differently and still got the same amount of streams, if not more.
All right. Thank you.
And that's all I have.
Thank you, caller. All right.
Thank you.
5292, caller, you on the air.
Hi, Wiley. Can
Hi.
you hear me good?
I can hear you good. What side you on?
Okay,
Megan or Tory Lanez?
Well, I've called in before, and I always say you're my friend in my head, okay? And you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're holding it together, but sometimes the look on your face with these callers, but you're being really respectful. Now, I wouldn't say I'm on either side, because there's, the truth has to come to the light. But about Rick Ross, he is the wrong messenger. I've seen times where his baby's mother, they would be crying and he treated them bad. He kicked them out of houses with the kids. Like, he's the wrong person for that. And I kind of feel like Megan lied a lot. I just feel like she lied a lot, and she is starting to sound like Cardi. And I just feel like she told a lot of lies. And I love my radio, so I believe in facts. I believe in things that you can show me. And I feel like he should have put out an album. I thought the album was good. He's entitled to tell his side of the story. He has been blackballed, and at this point, he didn't have nothing to lose.
I feel you on that.
Yeah. All right, then. That's all I had to say.
Thank you, caller, for calling in. Ooh.
Okay,
yes, we got two callers in here. We still live, y'all. Everything is still live. 0438 caller, you on the air.
Hi, Wally. How are you?
Hi.
I'm only calling about Rick Ross.
Okay.
Y'all are wrong as heck. Now wait, Y'all mad because Rick Ross got on Tory because he got a situation with his baby mama? What does that got to do with Megan's Foot and Tory? He didn't respond to his baby mamas. If y'all had to find a black man in the entertainment in the center area to talk and speak on black women, and y'all thought he was gonna be perfect, then y'all might as well all just hang it up. We don't got none. We don't have a rapper to this day that don't have a rap sheet of fighting, belligerent, drunk, beating up a woman, slapping somebody, going to jail. I mean, is there somebody y'all can find? Please don't say Jay-Z, because you know he got into a fight in the elevator with Beyonce's sister. Y'all don't have anyone else. If he has to speak, he got to speak. If he got to fight with the baby mama, well, that's between. I mean, I don't know. Y'all can't have it both ways. You want the man to speak out, but then he's not good enough. Who you want, Obama, to speak about Megan?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. Then you got another rapper that's responded. I believe her name is Malibu. And she said all this to save his aid while trying to justify his action by making it seem like they both had this crazy love story to throw people off for what he did. He overreacted in an unthinkable way. And instead of owning up for it, he drops an album. A real man would have owned up for his actions instead of trying to discredit someone that there was no that they're so madly in love with. And to think that all this happened because Megan felt uncomfortable and embarrassed with the way he was conducting himself. Imagine wanting to leave and things started spiraling out of control and an initial gut feeling, but the narcissistic ways in him fueled him to discredit Megan as if she was jealous over another woman, when really no real woman with self-esteem and respect for herself would ever allow anything like that to happen. So I think that her name is Malibu. Malibu Mitch is, I guess that is a rapper, and it's a South Bronx, and she is verified. I don't know. I never heard her music before. 4430, call you on the air. 4430, you're live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
So first of all, it's too many people speaking for me that wasn't there. Like Megan, she said, I guess you could say her truth, but we don't know her truth to condemn this man and cancel him. So I feel like I'm on nobody's side right now. I'm going to wait till it unfolds in the courts and see what evidence they have, because it's his word against her word at this point. I'm not going to bring another black man down, and I'm also not going to bring another black woman down. As far as Meg goes, if she was drunk, if she got shot at or heard a gunshot, you pair that with the helicopters and the police, it was a traumatic experience. So the brain doesn't process trauma well. And then you add on alcohol to that. I feel like it's very possible that her recollection of events could be faulty. That's just what I believe. And as far as people saying why Tory didn't speak up, it don't matter if the man is innocent or guilty. If he is on the defense, it is in his best interest, whether he's innocent or guilty, to shut up, because he doesn't have to prove his innocence. The prosecutors have to prove his guiltiness. So it's smart for him not to say anything. I think it was smart for him to put his music out and say what he needed to say there. And it is what it is at this point. I'm kind of tired of people automatically labeling the woman the truth teller and the man the liar. I don't agree with that at all.
All right. Thank you so very much, caller, for calling in.
All right.
All right. 3039, call you on the air. 3039, you're live on the air. All right. 3985, you're live on the air. 3985, you're live on the air.
Yes. My name is Nia. I'm calling in.
Yes.
I just feel like this whole thing is different because at some point in time, everybody was saying, Megan, they were taking her side. And now that Tory dropped his album, everybody is hopping on his bandwagon. It doesn't make a lot of sense for him to come out through his music, especially, the experiences that he's been having with the industry. But I feel like you can't, like it's been said, there's the truth, there's her side, and there's his side. However, if a female is harmed in this industry, it always gets swept under the rug. And we've seen that with multiple people, especially with this whole Trey Songz thing that's been going on here recently. And multiple females that have came out and said stuff about men doing things to them, and it gets swept under the rug. And I get it, he may have a truth in this whole situation. However, we can't discredit her, no matter how you feel, if you feel like she got shot and no tendons wasn't or no tendons was hit or anything like that. That is possible. Don't take away from her truth just because he dropped the album. Follow up with what's going on. You know, these are our brothers and our sisters right here, and we have to try to protect them as much as possible. And that's really just all I have to say.
Right.
Just be open-minded to the whole situation. Don't just stop believing her because he dropped the album and told what his truth was. Because it's just his truth. It's not the truth. You know? And that's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447, 646-716-8447. We got 4 minutes and then we're done because we will end the call. So y'all, 7293, calling on the air.
Good afternoon, Wally. How are you?
All right.
I just got a quick scenario. There's Black women that have Black brothers. Imagine Tory was your Black brother and Megan was your brother's girlfriend, wife, or whatever. And your brother's telling you he didn't do it, and the girlfriend's telling you he didn't. Oh, well, he did it. Who are you going to have? I can't even talk. Who back are you going to have? Of course, you're going to have your Black brother back. Everybody thinks just because you're a Black woman, you're supposed to always automatically go on a Black woman's side.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, caller. All right. 5430, calling on air.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey.
I just wanted to make a great point. I live in California, and on some hood to the point stuff, who the hell is going to say, I shot you? Oh, I'm going to go right to jail. Oh, let me go right to the goddamn sheriff. I mean, no. I know everybody wants to hear what they want to hear, but on some real stuff, ain't nobody with no sense in their head gonna say, I shot you. You might as well just go right down to the LAPD and just say, lock me up. Here's my confession. Stop it. Okay, I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Make sure if this is your first time watching, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, like the button, like the video. If
90
your first
seconds.
time watching the Wiley Show, make sure you are subscribed and click the like button. Thank you. 3039, calling on the air. 3039. 3039.
Hello.
Hello.
Hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I just want to say, I'm hearing like everybody's input and stuff, and I agree that like, you know, what I mean, certain situations like this, we have to like
60 seconds.
listen to the woman's side and not just think that she's lying, but I also think it's also counterproductive if we listen to what she said and not even give Tory Lanez a chance. Because I know a lot of people who just like, I'm not even going to listen to the album, but I just think that's creating an environment where, you know what I mean, we're not really looking at the facts. Instead, we're just looking at what emotionally triggers us or what emotionally pulls us one way. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
All right, thank you. 5450, call you on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
All right, I'm doing great. What's on your mind?
Basically, I feel like we all have, you know, the ability of free will and to think what we want to think and have the ability to say all the things that we want
10
to say.
seconds.
But in all reality, we really have to think and take in consideration these two people's mental health. You know what I mean? We've all been through trauma and are constantly going through traumas as we see on the news and the way everything is portrayed to us. And we have to give it to them to, you know, slow down on the opinions and wait for the actual facts to come out.
Wait on the actual facts to come out. That's so important. And just give them time to heal too, because they're going through the process of healing through all of this before maybe they can even come out and say anything. And that's all I had to say.
Okay. Thank you so very much. All right. Thank you everybody that have called in. Okay, we're about to bring a special guest from G Status ATL Hustle on really quickly, and I want to interview this. So if you want to stay for that interview, you can stay. I want to switch gears really quickly and bring a guest on from G Status ATL Hustle, which goes live every week on the G Status Network on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, type in G Status ATL Hustle, you can definitely see the show over there. So I'm going to interview Sherrod that is actually on the show. I'm going to
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Interview, people,
Goodbye.
don't worry, we will edit it and put that a whole separate video. But since he's available now, we will interview him right now. So if you are a fan of G Status ATL Hustle, we're going to bring Sherrod on there. Let me give a little backstory to clear the screen really quickly. We about to bring him on, and he's right there. Give me a second. Let me bring him on the screen. Okay, is that you? All right, Sherrod, you are live. How are you doing?
What up?
Okay, so Sherrod, I definitely want to ask you the question of the day. You allegedly slept with Devon Boyfriend, and Devon Boyfriend paid you $50, or you wanted to be the trick. So that was like a big thing on G Status ATL Hustle. So were you prostituting yourself to get Devon's boyfriend, and he paid you for getting the booty?
Oh, you coming hard, but you direct. Okay, wait a minute. Slow down. So, at the end of the day, regardless of whatever transaction was made, at the end of the day, we both had a moment, you know what I'm saying? And it really wasn't nothing at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? However, I did make it known to him when I found out at first about the whole, hey, you got to do blase ski. But it wasn't like we just hooked up immediately right after that. Time had went past. However the case may be, I'm at closure with it. You know what I'm saying? I brought it to production, or I confided, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, look, I know what I know. I want is there a way that y'all can set it up to where it could be just me and him, and I just, we have a conversation. But it didn't work out like that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm at peace with it. I did my part. You know what I'm saying? I've apologized more than I needed to. And now I'm about to move on. You know what I'm saying? The difference between me and other people, my shit is in the light. You know what I'm saying? And I'm brave and I'm okay with that because I chose this entertainment lifestyle. So whatever comes with it, that's what comes with it. And it's my truth. And I'm going to own it. And I'm going to keep it the fuck moving. No bag was stopped. I didn't get fired from shit. I'm still going to have my hustle at the end of the day. And that's what it is.
Okay. So let's be clear. Devon is a cast member of the show. His boyfriend paid you money, quote, to be his trick. That is not a lie. He paid you money for that.
Okay. First of all, the messages that was exchanged between us, you know what I'm saying? He was just like, Baleski, at the end of the day, I'm trying to be your trick, whatever. Now, as far as this $50 situation, payment situation, of course, you know what I'm saying, it was just like, yo, you look out for me, I look out for you. Pretty much. The initial agreement was way higher. However, at the time, 40, 50, whatever, that's all he had in cash. So of course I took it. You know what I'm saying? But nothing took place after that day. That was the last day, whatever maybe. Because one thing about it, don't short me and think that, you know what I'm saying, oh, I ain't finna play those games. But whatever the case may be, it happened. I'm moving the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different than having an OnlyFans. It ain't no difference than, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what I use that money for. You know what I'm saying?
And he was, this DM that I received this is Devon's boyfriend. She sent this to you allegedly. He said, quote, You have no idea what I be trying with you. Your response was, man, you always get mad and be coming from my head. Devon boyfriend, his response was this, because I just be trying to be your trick and you be playing. And then your response was allegedly, I don't. His response was, you do, but okay, my MA. So that was the exchange that happened, that he wanted to be your trick. I've talked to a former friend of Devon's boyfriend, and they said, yes, he's been asking for money to be people trick for a long time. This is nothing new. So, but whether everybody is coming against your head, they saying, Shirai, you're messy. You shouldn't have shared that information on G-Side's ATL husband. Should have kept that privately. What made you just come out, say it on the show? Did you try to talk to Devon first before? And then I even heard that Devon tried to sleep with you. I heard that too.
Okay, well, listen. At the end of the day, it was a new thing for me because I've never been in a situation where, like this period, because I don't go around sleeping with people, men, and da-da-da-da-da, blase ski. That's not, because I've always had my own man, or I could just get a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that serious for me. However, when I found out he was coming on the show, that was the first thing that came to mind. Like, oh my God, like, damn. Like I've been, me and his dude exchanged bodily fluids, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my thing was, I just needed to know how to approach the situation. Yes, he took me home one night after we had like a rehearsal or something for the show to do, and he had took me home, and that was our first time like kind of bonding or establishing, any conversation with each other. And people say you should have told him then, or he said you should have told me then, but it was new to me, so I didn't know how. So if I'm thoughtful for that, cool. However, what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you knew, because when that person spilled the beans and told you, you hit me up while I was at work, and I gave you whatever information you needed, so that, hey, whatever proof. But at the end of the day, he ride for his nigga. That's cool. He ride it out for his man. That's cool. I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I was initially reacting off of his actions. Two wrongs don't make a right. But like I said, last night I got the closure that I needed from this situation, and it is what it is. And, the difference between me, I feel, and other people on this cast is that, I don't have to respond, because I'm always going to have something going on. But some people may not have nothing going on, and so they just want to keep, waiting and da-da-da-da. But I got other shit to do and other things to work.
I feel you on that. And you don't feel any shame about it. Are you ready for the reunion show? Because I think it's going to be a big fight. Because I think the Devon said he's mad at you, he's angry, he's embarrassed, and he said he want to pretty much fight you. From sources are telling me that. Are you prepared to fight him?
For one, I'm too pretty to fight, and I had to learn that. Like, I'm a pretty boy. I don't just be going around fighting. And so I had to check myself, like, Sherrod, who and what are you trying to prove whatever to? And I was doing that for a while, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I don't have shit to prove to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Fighting me for what? You're fighting me over what? Embarrassment? You're fighting me over what? To be honest. Because, yeah, what are you fighting me for? If I didn't really, quote unquote, break up your relationship, if I really, quote unquote, didn't stop your bag, your money, your hustle, da-da-da, what are you fighting me for? It doesn't make sense. However, at the reunion, like, I'm going to go there, speak my piece, say what I got to say, and keep it moving. I'm going to look cute doing it. Will I apologize again? No. I've already done that. And, I'm going to just be done with it.
I hear you on that piece. And it's 4 episodes left. And are you ready for the reunion?
Yeah, so, I'm definitely, I'm sorry to cut you off. No, I'm definitely ready, because I think it's long overdue. You know what I'm saying? The season should have been over, but due to technical difficulties and mishaps, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. However, I'm definitely ready to close this season out. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely ready to just get a closure with a lot of shit and see people face to face, and whatever we feeling at that moment, let's just say it face to face, period.
And also too, let's speak about your hands. You brought that up about your insecurities. And I was shocked to hear you talk about that because I didn't think you had any insecurities. I had Roman on and he was giving me his insecurities with his teeth. So why did you share that to the world about your hands? Why did you bring that up?
I shared it because I felt like it was important, you know what I'm saying? Because, and then too, I kind of wanted to switch the whole dynamic as far as how the show was going, because it was like, to the viewers, everything was just so negative. So I kind of wanted to just like, okay, switch it up a little bit and get serious, and I wanted to speak about it first season, but I never got the chance. However, it's serious for me. I really don't like to talk about it because it's emotional. It brings back memories, flashbacks, but I have to be proud because I'm talented. You know what I'm saying? I'm a beautiful person, and my birth defect shouldn't stop me from anything, because it could have been worse. But it is people with the same condition, you know what I'm saying, and just as talented. And before I can represent for them, I want to represent for myself and say, you can do it. I'm doing it. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? We can do it. This ain't gonna stop nothing.
And even with me, I have insecurities with my eye and leg. I've gotten over it because it's a part of my brain. It's part of me, and I appreciate how God made me, because He made me different. So when I do get on media, who is that cockeyed guy? He needs to host a reunion. I love that because it makes me different. I would love to host the reunion show, and I'm not the only one with it, because I want to prove to people you can have a cockeye and
you can
and do a show, and you can be a lip and still get in because you still can see. But
right.
But when you brought that up, I did tear up. I'm like, wow, like Sherrod is really pouring his heart out. And then we see a sneak preview of you pretty much letting the cast know emotional. Why y'all all against me? Because both seasons they have been coming at you hard.
Yeah, like I was embarrassed when I saw that. I was like, oh my God, I hate crying and breaking down on camera, but it was reality, especially at that time. And like, oh my God, that day was crazy, because people don't know what happens leading up to certain moments or behind the scenes. And that day I was over it. I was drinking, and I was just like, I was so, I was just over it. So when I saw that, I was like, oh God. But you know what? Hopefully it can remind folks, like, look, this shit ain't easy. So y'all can sit up there and judge, talk all you want to, but until you are in front of that camera, it hit different, baby. And going from season 1 to season 2 and still dealing with shit, and then me this season being more open and more vulnerable, it's like, whoa, However, like I said, it's my reality. So at the end of the day, I'm human. I'm not a robot. If I was, I'd be perfect, but I'm not.
And I'm looking at
and,
it.
Like I said,
ATL Hustle.
With that whole situation,
Oh, it's freezing up, Shirai. You there? Hold on 1 second. Shirai, is you there? Okay, let me you there? Yeah, is you back? Is you working now?
You was breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay, he's a cast. This is Shirai. He's a cast member of G-Status ATL Hustle. It is a web series that come on every single week on YouTube. If you miss any of the episodes, you actually can catch each one of those episodes on YouTube right now. The moderators is posting a link to the show. If you have missed the show, make sure you watch and tell them that the Wiley Show have sent you. Who do you think should host the reunion show? Because I asked this question, but before you answer that, do you think your friend Delicious should come to the reunion show? Because they said she couldn't be on the news because her racism comments and stuff. So should she come to the reunion?
Yes, I think everybody should be given an opportunity to speak how they feel and just close and just have their own exit besides how they exited on the show. I definitely feel like it's important, you know what I'm saying, because you're given that right. So might as well, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Despite who may dislike you or whatever the case may be, just come on there, say what you got to say. Like, come on there, speak your words, say your narrative, and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what everybody got to say or what they gonna think.
Yes, because I said this. where Hakeem kept calling her man. That's transphobic. But he was not canceled from the show, and it was no outrage. Do you feel like if Delicious can't come because of her racist comment, do you feel like Hakeem should stay at home because he yet called Delicious a man? You there, Sherrod? Okay, it's freezing up a little bit. We're gonna bring him back. I think he's getting a call, so I'm gonna boot him out, and then I'm gonna tell him to come back in because sometimes they do this. Family, this is live, so we're gonna bring him back on. Give me a second. This show is G Status ATO Hustle is a show that airs every week on YouTube. You can catch it. If you missed the episode, you can binge watch all of the episodes right now. Sherrod, can you hear me now?
Oh my God, that's so much better.
Okay, so again, Hakeem was calling Delicious a man. That was transphobic remarks. Just like when Delicious said the N-word, she got put off because of racist remarks. Do you feel like Hakeem should be put off too? Because he did call Delicious, quote, a man, and she's a trans woman.
You know, I'm trying to learn not to really speak on other people and just stay, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people on this show be inserting themselves in people's business and shit. However, Akeem, I don't know. Akeem is just weird, and I feel like he did
call her a man.
He did, and you know, he be getting passes, and nobody on this show should get a pass. Nobody should, but I feel like Akeem be getting passes because everybody be like, "Oh, Akeem is just Akeem." Akeem, no, fuck that. Akeem is human, and he know what the fuck he doing, and he know what the fuck he's saying. So if you're gonna hold everybody else accountable, you need to hold that nigga accountable too. And you know what makes him different, what makes him special to anybody else. You know, and a lot of people on this show feel like they can say and do whatever and not get reprimanded or whatever case may be. No, because at the end of the day, you're grown. It came out of your mouth. So therefore, you need to take what comes with that. But, you know, everybody be like, oh, Akeem is just Akeem and da-da-da. Fuck that. Akeem is older than everybody on this cast, and he should know better. And whether or not you're trying to be funny, like, come on, get it together. Get it together. And, you know, I'm definitely going to be speaking on the situation because, first of all, like, people know my type. I have a type, and Akeem is definitely not that. So, you know, for him to go around saying that I wanted to fuck him and da-da-da-da, and he's seen my booty hole, baby, please, you ain't seen it. And if you did see it online or whatever, trust me, it was no bumps or preservatives, baby. So, therefore, keep it cute.
Wait, okay. Let's talk about what you're currently doing. I think you're in LA. You're doing a show, and tell us about the show that you're a part of. Is this a show, a movie?
Yeah, well, it's season 2 of Pieces, put on by HD Productions Network. Shout out to Corey and the whole crew. Hopefully, through the grace of God, it can be turned into a movie or a short film or whatever the case may be. But I'm proud to say that we wrapped that. It was an amazing experience. Shout out to Rodney Chester from Noah's Ark, who is going to be, you know, working with me. And I just feel blessed right now. You know what I'm saying? I got another project that I'm supposed to be doing in New York. So I'm excited. You know, my birthday coming up. And, you know, I'm just trying to remain in this happy aura, you know.
Absolutely. Man, wow. I posted your IG down there. So if anybody want to follow you, they can go on your IG. We also posted G Status on that as well.
Yeah, and as far as the reunion, you already made it known that you should be hosting. So, you know, I'm gonna put you up in there in a drawing. But
yes,
I definitely, you know, whoever hosts the show, I don't want them to be biased. I want them to be real as possible. I want them to be honest, funny, and just, you know, come on that business. Come serious.
Right, because it's, and you got to be knowledgeable of the cast. We already told people we'll do it for free. You don't have to pay us a dime, because that's how much I believe in this project. This show should be on television, number one. This show should have thousands upon thousands of sponsorships, because that's the quality of it. Because I've never seen a show like this with the quality, and the storylines are just lit. And
I just feel like,
so when you drop that T with the whole Devon boyfriend, that shook shockwaves. It's like, whoa, you're still, I consider you the face of the franchise. You know, you always get like a face, the most popular one. I think the people really rock with you. And that was your episode. That was your night. The previous episode that was your night.
I feel like this season there is so many personalities. However, I'm not finna compete. I don't have to compete because I already earned my G. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not in competition with anybody. You know, I'm in my own lane and I'm not gonna switch or cross into yours. You know, I see everybody on the show now as a singer or a rapper, you know, kudos. But I'm not finna join that way because bitch, I'm not finna pretend to do something that I can't do. Okay. And it's no disrespect to anyone who's doing that. You know, get your money however you want to, but I just find it funny how now all of a sudden everybody's dropping the track. But it's cool, you know. I'm just gonna choose to stay in my lane and da. But I'm not in competition with anybody. I've chose to only speak about my situations. I don't want to speak on other situations. I don't want to speak on other situations because it don't concern me. You know, I can't say the same for everybody else because everybody's gonna have an opinion. But you know, opinions are like assholes sometimes. You know, full of shit. But you know, that's mine, and I'm gonna rock with it. You know, I choose to just finish the season that way because I just got so much going on right now.
I'll feel you on that. I can't wait to see more of you on the show.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to share? Your social media?
Yes, definitely. Check out my Instagram pages. I have my where I just post everything, which is S_DOT88. Then I have my professional page, which is just my modeling, dance, and acting, you know, as Sherrod Antoine. And then of course I have my Facebook, Sherrod Willis, and yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm here for it. If you need anything, you got it. And if I had the money that I have, because I rock with you, people.
Well, I know you've been making jokes like, oh, I ain't got no money right now. I'm like, oh my God.
Because it was funny. I thought it was entertaining. I said, "It's
I didn't take it serious." You know what I'm saying? And then too,
you should be able to yourself. If you grow, you should be able.
And my thing is, why would I be mad about it? Like, if anything, I'm a joke about this shit. I'm gonna make fun of it because I'm in a different place. So why not just make a joke about it or da da da? You know what I'm saying? Because maybe that's how it's helping me heal or get over it. Just joke about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody keeps saying, what's the name of the show? It's G Status ATO Hustle. You can go and get on YouTube. If you need to ask me a question, go in my DMs and I will send you the link to it as well if you're having trouble finding the show. But it airs every week on YouTube. And all the episodes, I think it's a couple episodes up there already, like 3 or 4 of them is up there already.
No, we're on episode 6, part 2.
Oh, episode part 2. Okay.
Yeah, but there's 4 more episodes left, and then we have the reunion, which is going to be live. As far as tickets and how many guests we can have, that information is coming shortly. But you know, definitely, if you can get there, you would want to be there.
Yes, definitely. I can't wait. Because I think it's also because this show literally up there. So any show comes behind G Status, they gotta have good quality and storylines. Because
I definitely feel like this cast, or the difference between our show and the other shows is, I feel like we're the most raw and more like, I feel like this cast is just very unfiltered. This cast is just very like, oh my God, like we're definitely unfiltered. We're definitely just with the shits.
Facts on that.
And sometimes it can be good or bad, but I'm just like, damn, you know, we definitely like in your face. But
yes,
I love the other shows. No disrespect or shade to them. You know what I'm saying? I definitely rock with it. You know, everybody has their lane. You know, so it's all good over here, baby.
I feel you on that. Thank you, Sherrod, for calling. Thank you. I know you're busy, but you made time for us, so thank you.
Yeah, you know, because at first when I wanted to get on here, I was feeling, you know, my approach was gonna be totally different. But after having that discussion with my TT Amani Van Zap, you know, definitely checked myself. And she definitely was like, boy, get it together. So that's why I'm giving you a different or a new type of vibe, because if I wouldn't have to talk to her, this conversation would have went totally different. However, it's all good.
But I hear you. And that's good that you calm, because don't let nobody get under your skin.
Oh yeah, especially when it's like been there, done that. We already talked about it, so it's like now it's just extra
Yeah,
that I
absolutely.
don't need.
Thank you so much for coming in. I can't wait for your new projects to drop. And when
No
it
problem.
always come
And
and
thank you for having me. It's always a blessing, and you'll probably have me on here again, I'm sure. So in the meantime, do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing, and I'll be seeing y'all.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Peace.
Yes. Later.
Later. Right. So that was Sherrod from G Status ATL Hustle. Make sure y'all go and stream G Status ATL Hustle on YouTube. You can go over there right now and stream that episode. If you're having problems with it, their YouTube channel is, let me get the name of the YouTube channel for those that have not know what channel it is on. It is on the Status TV network. That is Status SCATUS space TV network NETWORK. Now let's get back to Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. We got some more news. This time, Complex said they have a source regarding the situation. They said this. Now, a source close to the situation is disputing Tory Lanez's characterizations, describing a very different scene. This is Complex. This is what the source told Complex. Quote, when she gets out of the car and says, I'm just going to walk home, he pulls out a gun and says, dance B word. And he starts shooting her. The source tells Complex. The source also said that Tory offered hush money to Megan and Kelsey Nicole in the aftermath of the shooting, even as Megan was receiving medical treatment. This is what the source tells Complex. Quote, as she's going into surgery, this Manic is texting her. The source said he basically trying to say he'll pay. Her friend is also getting calls to receive money. He was trying to keep her quiet. Complex have revealed the medical records from the aftermath of the incident, which was consistent with Megan's story that she was shot in her foot and mentioned and found in her heel. The source said they are speaking out because the public response around Tory project has made people doubt Megan's story, even mocked her. Quote, this is not okay. It's not funny. It's not something that we can just normalize, they explain. When reached for comment, a representative for Tory Lanez categorically denied that Tory said dance B to Megan. Okay? So Complex got a source that sent them that information. So it's just really no. I don't know, but it could be somebody on the team. I don't know with the whole source. Put a name on it. I'm tired of hearing source. Who did it? So we heard it that, and of course, all these random sources. Dan Tasha K, she gonna have a source, but put a name on it. Who's saying this stuff? Because I don't want to believe all these close sources. This source, this source, that. But what is it? But then it said Tory Lanez said, I deny saying Dance B. Get it, Wiley. Want to check it out just for him. He was fine. So we're trying to get more information. Once more information comes, we definitely will come back and report on it. Thank you, Sherrod, for coming on the Wiley Show. Thank you, everybody that called in. I know this video was lengthy, but it was needed. But please, if you can leave me this and do this for the Wiley Show. If you can't do nothing else, but just leave us a comment and a thumbs up. If you could do that for us, that would be greatly appreciated. Tell us the things that we need to work on and things, let us know in the comments. Shout out to all the producers. Y'all have been subscribing to the Wiley Show. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. And I'm so happy. I'm well rested, on a great sleeping pattern, sleeping really good, and having a great time. So thank you, everybody, for that. All right, I am tired of hearing what sources say this. Sources say this, baby. F the source. Give me a name. Put an address on it. Who did what? I'm just so tired of hearing sources. No, screw a source. Put a name on it. Who did what? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing source. Thank you all so very much. Let me go so I can put me some chicken in the air fryer. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button. Don't forget, next week, we will be covering the presidential debate immediately following the debate on September the 29th. That was Tuesday. So Bring your thoughts and everything like that. And also check the community post on The Wiley Show. We have some information on there of how you could be a part of the panel. If you are comfortable coming on camera, good Wi-Fi, dressing nice and looking nice, good lighting. We will be doing that show on next week, September the 29th. And also, we will have the phone lines open up. That is 646-716-8447. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in to The Wiley Show. Complex sounds salty because Tori called them out too. Wait a minute. Complex got called out too. So that Complex, baby, ain't nobody believing that, baby. You ain't interviewing the person. They ain't coming on camera. I'm taking that with a grain of salt. That conversation I just told you about eating all that chicken. Yes, I'm going to be putting me some chicken in the air fryer. Yeah. And we on Patreon. We had got us some things on Patreon. So if you're not on our Patreon, you missed it. It's only $1. We had got us some stuff yesterday. It was nice. It was fun. So make sure y'all tune in for that. If you're not subscribed, subscribe over there. We got a new t-shirt on Teespring. Go check it out. I Shade Everybody. And then we're going to have another one. I Shade Everyone. It's definitely on Teespring. So make sure y'all go check out our new merchandise that we have on Teespring. Shout out to the team that put that together for us. Thank you and good night. Peace.